Good evening, and welcome back to Great Chaos, where a group of friends get together, play a little Dungeons and Dragons, but with a twist. Our party intentionally splits the party. As we've seen over the last 2 weeks, we have a Group 1 and Group 2 playing at the same time in the same world on 2 different missions. Sometimes those missions will overlap and we'll have everybody together, and it makes for some interesting twists. Welcome back, everybody. We are excited this week that we do actually have some sponsorships going on here, so I'm actually going to turn it over to Ed, if you wouldn't mind talking a little bit about this week's sponsor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, I'm Ed Russell. You might actually not know a whole lot about me, but one really nice fact about me is I'm actually a master deal maker. And one of these things, as an example, I could show you. Adam, I would like to get your D20 for 1 nickel.
I don't even like this one, so here you go.
See? Just like that. And I would like to invite you to actually be able to get in on a deal by our sponsor, Ebenwood. They are offering dice trays, wood art, and plenty of other supplies, all on their website, which we'll actually have linked down below. They have these fancy, nice dice trays that have strong magnets and very easy to use. They have multiple sizes, and they have them in a variety of woods, such as Paduke, walnut, Bolivian redwood, and aromatic cedar, and more. So if you go onto their website and use a code called Khaos, Khaos, you'll get 5% off. So I implore you to go and check them out today. And for this week's giveaway, we're actually going to be sending out this lovely Paduke wood dice tray. So there you go. Thanks.
Yes, and in order to get that, I believe, again, when the video goes live on YouTube, you will need to make sure that you go down below and leave a comment of some kind. That does enter you in the drawing to win the dice box there. So make sure that you get on the YouTube. Should be loaded up tomorrow afternoon. I would imagine it'll be live on there Monday afternoon. You'll also be able to see it on YouTube on the Great Chaos channel. So check it out there. Again, a lot of great stuff going on right now as we head into summer. We're getting excited. So any other announcements? All right, with that, we are going to get back into our game and start this week's adventure, which last we left off 2 weeks ago, your group fought in the city games. You played a little high-low. I know there were some out there that thought it was similar to football. It's actually much more like frisbee golf with a steel ball. And your team won that event. After that, you had the opportunity to be assigned a mission. So you went around the city, spent a little bit of time going through, preparing yourself whatever way necessary. Some of you getting special outfits ordered, whatever it might be. And then you set off on your first adventure ever. And being led by Captain Reyes, your first encounter, you stopped a out-of-control wagon when an explosion of some kind apparently had gone off, and you met Felix Bolt Pocket, who allowed you to have one of his masterful magical items he had created, the Stone of Healing, which
I think sucks.
works really, really well when thrown, as you found out. And he promised you also that he would make you something special when you returned to Vassardell. And so you continued your journey on to Tanner's Gate, where the second night there was a battle with direwolves, which left some people pretty bruised and battered, but nobody died. Thanks to Tancoran's spell that scared off one of the wolves, it was able to be a little bit of an easier battle, and you were able to handle things. And then the night ended with the captain needing a lot of rest as he was badly wounded, and Skinner getting rid of some much needed tunics there with the traveling guard sigils on them. And so that's where we're going to pick up that first morning, and we'll begin our adventure. So As the first light of dawn slowly illuminates the untouched wilderness, a cool spring morning emerges, painting a picturesque scene of serenity and natural beauty. The air is crisp, carrying with it a hint of dew-kissed grass and the subtle fragrance of blooming wildflowers. The sun, peeking over the distant horizon, casts a soft golden glow, casting long shadows across the landscape. The world seems to awaken gradually, as if nature itself is stretching and yawning after a deep slumber. So it's spring, but winter continues to remind you it's not far removed, and it's a little bit chilly this morning as you set off, and you're kind of taking down, I believe there was a tent, you're taking that down, kind of kicking
The captain slept in the tent last night.
Yes, yep, which he was appreciative of it, but he kind of looks around in the morning and notices there's no tunic on you, correct, at this point?
No, I'm still wearing mine.
Oh, you are still
Yeah.
wearing yours,
I
okay.
just got rid of the ones in his.
Just in his saddlebags, okay. So now he looks around and says, all right, he's like, I'm a little sore, but I'm ready. I think we should reach Tanner's Gate before nightfall, and since we're out in the wilderness a little bit, I don't think we should be scouting ahead today. I think we should kind of form rank and try to stay together. So, you guys mount your horses.
Sounds
Yes,
good. Yep.
I mount goat.
You mount Goat. Bjorn, your horse again is
I'm going to be prepping Ellis before I'm
Ellis.
Ellis.
Yes. Skinner, your horse was
Lucy, I'm going
Lucy.
to make sure that I get the tent back and in my possession on my horse, though. Just
okay. Absolutely.
taking care of it.
Tancorn, what was your horse?
Speedy.
Speedy. Okay. And Speedy's still a normal sized horse, right? For a gnome.
He was a
or-
little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller. Okay. All right.
Smaller for like a gnome horse or smaller for a normal horse?
Just smaller. For a
Smaller than a normal horse.
Oh.
Not quite a Shetland pony.
So you
Who
guys,
who has the Rock of Healing currently?
I thought Rydell had it.
Yeah, it's right down.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
because last night you threw it at the captain and did just as much damage as you healed. So it was
Told you it
Effective.
sucked.
not as effective. So
I would like to ask Skinner to throw the rock at me because I'm feeling really, really sore right now.
now you took a long rest, so you would have healed up. Oh,
I did
you were
not.
on the last watch.
I did
that's
first
right.
and third watch, so I
Okay.
didn't get a long rest.
So would you like to do the honors of throwing the rock? Skinner is.
First one missed, so I'll go pick it up,
And throw it again.
throw it again.
This
and
time
then
you hit.
the next one hits.
Okay, so you're gonna roll the healing. So you roll your 2d6 healing. I'll roll the damage.
9.
All right, 5 points of damage. So you healed up 4 points.
Sweet.
So there's that. Does that help you enough, or
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better now.
okay?
All right. If you're feeling a little under the weather, let me know.
I'm going to attempt to like run and just jump up from behind Lucy, right up into the saddle, like all athletic like,
Okay. Oh,
and I'm gonna fall on my face.
so you run and make this acrobatic leap up, and the horse kind of like walks ahead. You didn't judge that the horse would move and kind of land on the ground, and the captain kind of looks over like, are you okay, Skinner?
Oh, I'm good. I meant to do that.
I'm going to walk over and give him a hand. Offer a hand.
Offer your one good hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna reach towards his hand and have him lift me up.
Okay.
I'm gonna act like I'm kind of injured, just kind of like. Man, that hurt.
You need me to throw the rock at you?
I'm good. I think I'll be okay, man. Thanks.
Yeah, remember the rock only works once per day on per person, so you can't have it thrown at you again today.
Can you help me onto my horse though?
Yeah. Can I just lift him up on his horse?
We're like the same size. You're 6'4" and so am I.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just hold his hand while he gets on his horse.
Kinda
Okay.
hop up there.
All right. So you guys mount up. How would you like to set up the party? Like, who's going to ride in front, who's going to ride in the sides, and who's going to ride in the back?
I'd like to ride all the way in the back.
Okay. So there's one. I would say it's 2 in front, 2 in the side, and then 1 in the back. So you'll be in the back. So who are the 2 in the front?
I'll take one of the fronts.
Okay.
I'll take
Let's
middle.
send the captain up front. He wants
back.
to.
Okay, so you
I'll
and
look at the captain and go, hey, why don't you ride in the front so when we ride into town, people can see you in your tunic.
okay. Well, we're not using the map right now, so
It's just a visual
it
thing.
doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, if you want to put him on there, here's a mini for him.
So 2 by 2 by 2.
No,
Two by-
two, and one.
2, 1.
So
yeah,
I'm
2, 2,
gonna
1. Sorry.
whisper
Yeah.
to Speedy. All right, buddy, you got it this time. And I raise him up.
Okay, roll a animal handling check.
We're gonna figure this out. Or I'm gonna die trying.
Goes off a cliff.
You are the weakest link. 9.
9. So Tancorin gets his horse to kind of like a small rear up, but it rears up a little further than he thought. Roll me an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Oof.
$16.
16. Okay, so it
Disadvantage.
rears up more than you
Nice.
thought, than you expected, and you fall off the saddle, but you somehow grab onto the saddle as you're sliding off the horse, and you kind of hang on and kind of drag yourself back up, and the captain's just like watching you the whole time, like, what is happening right now? Tancorn, are you okay?
Just teaching Speedy.
Or is Speedy teaching you?
We'll have to wait to see.
Okay. So
Very entertaining, buddy.
everybody seems a little struggling on their horses today. Must be the wolves from the night before. Maybe the horses are spooked a little bit. Not sure.
They were pretty scary. How are you doing? You looked pretty beat up last night.
That was a rough battle.
Yeah, you got tossed around like a rag doll.
Appreciate your help there. Yeah, it was good. We got through it. Everybody survived. So hopefully we will continue to. Remember, we're going to investigate a murder. There will be a couple other guards in town that reside there, but we're there to investigate. They're there to keep the law and order of the town. So
Do we have like a flag or a banner so they can know we're coming?
that's why we wear the tunics.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
So, is it safe to assume the more I practice this, the more I'll eventually get skills in animal handling, or
Yes.
at least speedy handling?
Yes.
Speedy handling.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Okay. Yep. So you keep practicing that, and eventually it's going to get easier.
Or I'm going to die.
Well, can happen.
If you roll a 1, Speedy will crush you.
Trying to establish alpha male dominance, and I'm just short. Speedy doesn't respect that.
It's tough. Yeah, it's a big horse, right?
Big for me.
Well, so
Maybe if I threaten to replace him.
That always works.
Well, I'm now since I'm sitting on Lucy, I'm going to just kind of like continue to kind of like grab my side, just acting like I really hurt myself when I fell.
okay. All right. So as you continue to travel towards Tanner's Gate, that you can definitely tell you're out in the wilderness a little bit more. You see occasional animals on the sides. They see you. They dart back into the woods. From time to time, there's larger animals like deer that are seen, and the captain's kind of nodding along as he's riding along. He feels he's been this way many times. He definitely knows the way here. He stops about midday for a meal. Says, I think this is as good a spot as any, so I don't know if there's anything anybody wishes to discuss, or this would be considered a short rest. So you can take 2 hit dice back in hit points. So what do you roll for hit points? It's D10, correct?
Yes.
So roll 2d10.
And I take the worst one or the
No,
best
you
one?
get to add those 2 numbers together.
To your
wow.
health.
Cheer out. Yeah. Back up to
What are
full.
we planning to eat, Captain? Could I go try and hunt a deer really quick?
I don't know that we have time to cook all that. I would say let's
Can I
just
go?
do.
Can I go fishing? I think I saw a creek down there.
I mean, you can, but we'd have to bring them with us, and maybe you can have them tonight. But we're going to be eating in Tanner's Gate tonight. So.
I got an important question.
Sure.
Who's your second in command if you fall?
That's a good question.
If not, I have a suggestion.
You have a suggestion?
Oh, yes.
I like suggestions.
Yep. I think Skinner would be an excellent second in command.
You do, huh?
Yeah. He's got a very clever mind compared to, myself. And
Make a persuasion check.
all right.
Can I provide the help action on this? Can I be like, yeah, I agree. I think I'd be a good leader.
Okay.
Can I give him an advantage?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Total 16.
Did you roll with
Oh,
advantage?
no. Let me know. Sorry. Rolling again. Oh, 17. How about that?
So 17. Okay.
Yeah, I really feel like he's got a lot of intelligence, very strategic mindset. The rest of us, we're all pretty good in general. We got our unique set of skills, but as far as strategic and logic goes, I think he's the guy. And that's really important in leadership.
I'm going to get down on one knee in front of him and be like, you can knight me as your second in command.
I don't think we need to go quite that far, but I think should something befall me, not a bad idea, Skinner. We'll go with that for now. But let's not plan on me dying.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We're planning to keep you alive as long as we can.
I hope so.
Did you see, I gave you a tent last night in order to take care of your wounds?
I appreciate that.
If one of the healers would have helped you out, it probably would have helped a lot. I would have told them to
what a
help you
shame.
out, but they were kind of like, yeah, just let him sleep.
Interesting. All right, as I said, we're going to investigate a murder. We need to be ready to go. So, all right. Does anybody need to do anything else while we're on this short rest, or shall we continue?
I would like to talk to Bjorn about the switchblades that the drawing that I gave to him the other day.
Okay.
And asked him if he's touched them yet.
Haven't really done much with it yet. Just riding on horseback.
All right.
Sorry. Got to work
problem.
on it.
How
Yeah.
long are we? So
Give me
short.
a couple weeks. I'll have
Short rest is about an hour stop.
So are we taking 2 then? Because you got 2 hit dice. Are we taking
I
2
thought
hours?
during the short rest you got your level of hit dice. I
Okay,
thought it
that's
was.
probably right.
Yeah.
While this is going on, I'm just going to begin to take the time to pen another letter to my mom. Just being like, Mom, I'm still safe. I'm on a mission to where are we going on Tanner's Gate?
Yep.
By the time this reaches you, it'll be too late. But I will be hopefully long gone from Tanner's Gate. But I want you to know I'm searching for Dad.
Okay.
Then I'll just kind of tuck it back because I'm going to save it so I can find a post office.
All right.
I would like to spend the time kind of breaking out a material shopping list for everything I'm going to need to make this switchblade. So trying to develop a design and identify the materials.
All right. So we pick back up after the short rest. We begin to, as a group, you ride into. You start to see dotted, farms here and there, and you realize you're getting closer now to civilization again. You're getting close to some type of a community. The sun is still out, but it's it's later in the day now. I would probably say it's right about 6 o'clock or so that as you come into the area and you start to see.
I'm going to ride up really quick next to Ten Corin as we're coming into town and be like, you should sing a song about us while we come into town.
Probably should.
And then I'll ride back because he doesn't seem interested.
Your music box. Quit playing.
Fast forward. Next. Skip.
Music's got to come from the heart. It's got to mean something. You can't just tell me play a song. I'm sorry.
But you should sing about how great we are as we're coming into town. Sing about the greatness of Rydell from last night when he slayed that big wolf.
He huffed and he puffed and he fell down.
Yeah.
All right. So as you begin to, pass by some of the farms, you see people out there working on the farms and, dressed in overalls or ragged clothing, and they kind of rest on their tools and kind of watch this procession coming in, like who are these people? I can see their traveling garb, but what do they want? And as you get to the edge of what I would consider the town, these kind of homely buildings. I mean, there's nothing fancy about these homes, the way that they're set up. I mean, you can tell that they're built for, literally just to be a structure to provide, the home for somebody. It's not meant to be beautiful to the eye or anything like that. I mean, they've got a couple windows, but there's not all the dressing that you would find in the homes, by Bastardell where you've been training for the past months. This is much more of a nondescript, square buildings, and just enough. And one of the first buildings, it does have like a row attached to it with a fence where it looks like you could tie up the horses, and captain kind of signals like, hey, this is where we need to go. This is the guard station. We're going to stop here, check in with them first. Probably not going to be able to put us all up here for the night, so we'll probably stay at the inn. There's only one inn in town, so we'll go there to get rooms. So,
Do you know the name of the inn?
yes, it is the Fire Frog Inn.
It's an interesting one.
So, first thing he does is he walks his horse up. He dismounts the horse, takes it up, ties it to the fence line there, and motions for you guys to come with him into the building to meet the guard.
Following along, no problems there. Does the town that we saw so far look abnormally hit hard by the long winter?
Not too bad. It looks like these people have done what they needed to. They're working out in their little farm areas and that. And then when I say town, there's like 7 or 8 buildings in this town. It's a very small town, and then there's farms surrounding it. And then you can see towards the edge of town, it looks like you can see a graveyard over there. You can see a bridge going across the river, and it looks like there's new construction going across on the other side of the bridge. So it looks like they've fairly recently started doing more building on the other side of the bridge, but there are some homes already over on that side of the bridge, but not very many. They dot just a few, and then it's all woods past that. So you can tell they've built this community right into the woods. So he gets out, goes down as he's headed towards the door. The door opens, and a large gentleman, about 6'3", he's about 250 pounds. He's got long black hair, comes out, and he sees your captain, Captain Rysis, and he, kind of runs up to him and gives him a bear hug. Kind of, he's wearing the same tunic that you guys are wearing currently. And he's like,
Do you have anything that signifies like if he's like higher ranking or anything? Like
it does. It signifies that he's also a captain. So he has the same insignia that Captain Rysis has on him there. So that's on there. It's like, well met, Captain Rysis. It's good to have you here. I wish under better circumstances. Captain looks at him. He's like, Asher, good to see you again. How are things? He's like, not well. Come inside. All of you, come inside.
I'll hop down off my horse and continue to hold my side.
Do any of us see that he's
Make
holding?
a perception check. You're not trying to hide this, though, right? So with advantage, you can roll twice.
19.
Okay, you definitely see it.
As he makes eye contact with me, I'm gonna kind of like motion him over, kind of like try and be kind of sneaky about it.
Hey, Skinner, you doing okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just pretending. Can you help me inside though?
Yeah.
I'm just pretending, but can you help me inside?
Yeah. Can I put his arm over my shoulder and...
Yeah. Well, at that point, the captain kind of glances back and he's like, Skinner, are you okay?
I'll be all right. No, don't worry. I just need a little help inside and just just to rest for a couple minutes in there.
Okay. Well, Asher brings everybody in. I mean, it's a small guard shack. I mean, there's a bunk room where it looks like he's got 2 other guards besides himself. That's where they sleep. There's like a little jail area there. It doesn't look like the jail has been used in maybe ever. I mean, it's just a little set of bars, a little cage almost. And then there's like a kind of a common area with a table and that. And he kind of motions you, and he's like, around the table. He's like, there's been a second murder since we sent for you. This time, an older woman across the river.
What was the first one?
Unfortunately, it was a young boy.
A young boy and a
Was-
older woman.
Was there anything interesting about the murders? Did they seem like they were like stabbed, shot?
Grizzly attacked. Grizzly, like beaten and pummeled to death. And I mean, unfortunately, around here, I mean, everybody's got it out for her, saying that it's Barry and Redstream. It's his wife across the way that was killed. He's got one of the houses across the river, and he swears it was orcs. Says orcs killed him. There's no question about it, and the people are whipped up and they want to go orc hunting. Well, look, I don't always trust orcs either, but I don't know for sure that this is orcs done it, because the child was killed in town, and I don't know that an orc would have just snuck into town without anyone seeing it.
How is your guys' like night guard? Like, what's your guys' like pattern at night?
Well, I have a whole lot of good town, but this child was murdered in the day.
In the day?
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
Oh, geez, the child now, it's been almost a week now.
Were there any like drag marks? Like the child was like scooped up out of the street and dragged into an alley or anything like that? Could you show us where the murder happened?
Yeah, we'll have time to get into that. I'll absolutely show you. It was just outside of town here and by one of the farm communities here. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it was somewhere where people are gonna just sneak in, especially orcs. Orcs don't do a lot of sneaking, if you know what I mean. That's why I have a hard time believing it was orcs, but that's what I'm being, everybody thinks it's orcs. So.
And then where was the old lady murdered?
Just across the river. She lived in one of the houses that's, barely a year old across the river there. I mean, we've started expanding the community. We needed more farmland, and it made sense to go that direction. But, there's some that say we should have never went across the river, like that was our barrier. And, I mean, we got all kinds of things. I think you stay at the end tonight, maybe hang out in the common room a little bit. You guys will learn a little bit more about some of the things going on around here.
Any relationship between the boy and the older woman? No relationship that you know of?
No, other than everybody likes to go all across the bridge, across the river sometimes, and it's been said that the kids have been seen across the river playing sometimes, and they get kind of yelled at, told to get back. But
What you mentioned that the river should have been your barrier. What are you burying from?
the orcs and whatever else lives in the forest. I mean, let's face it. I mean, we're pushing into the wilderness here. I mean, eventually the wilderness pushes back.
And you're saying from your investigation, it looks like it was like what, bear claws?
I don't know, like more pummeling than claws, but there's some claw marks as well.
So, would you say how many, like, when you say claw marks, how many in a row? Like, is it 3 slashes or 4?
3 or 4 here or there. I mean, it could have been fingernails from something.
Okay.
My worry is, if it ain't an orc, what is it?
Do we know, do I know, I guess, if anything about orcs and how they do they take their dead with them, or are they trying to consume? Do we have any knowledge of orcs and their behavior?
Do you speak orc, or do you have
Nope.
the history?
I have no clue. I just half orcs.
What about you, Sam Corn? You're kind of a history guy. Make a history check for me.
17.
17. So this is very unlikely. If this is orcs, this is not the kind of behavior that you've read about anyway. I mean, and you've done a lot of reading, so to you, this does not seem like orcs.
What time of day is it currently?
It's probably 6:30, 7 o'clock, so it's starting to get close to being dusk.
So are we gonna go see the places in the morning?
Yeah, so they recommend that we go get you guys set up with rooms at the inn, and then maybe most of the townspeople gather around in the common room, so you might be able to talk to a few of them there tonight, learn a little bit, and in the morning we'll do some investigation.
From the initial discussion and my knowledge of history, does it start painting any kind of opportunities or pictures of, is there like an assortment of perpetrators that I would be contemplating right now?
Not yet, no. I mean, nothing has kind of jumped out at you. But again, the big thing for you is you're pretty sure that, hey, this is not orcs, at least in your mind.
So guys, heading over to the inn,
Yeah, let's
All right.
do it. Let's
Good. Hang out there. Maybe we can try to track down these orcs tomorrow.
And is the
Under
common-
Captain Sorice's,
The common room's right
review,
in the
of
inn.
course.
Yeah, it's part of the inn. Yep.
So is there no real barracks in this community?
As far as like guard barracks,
Yeah.
he's just got room for him and his 2 other guards. Yeah, it's a very small guardhouse.
Are his guards currently out like patrolling? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
see.
They're just kind of out walking the town, and
So are we gonna ride horses over, or are we gonna walk?
he
Bring
says
them
you
over.
might as well just leave your horses here. It's a short walk.
Is somebody gonna feed my horse? tonight?
Yes, we'll make sure your horse gets taken care of.
Do we know how many guards are patrolling tonight?
There's only the 3 of us, so we don't patrol through the night.
City guards do?
There's no patrol.
There's
through-
no guards
it's
here?
Small community.
So-
This ain't Bastardell. All right, we're small, mostly farmers. I've never even had to use this jail cell. Never had to arrest anyone for anything. So we'll try to keep an eye out, but our thing we're telling people right now is stay in their houses at night. Don't go outside after dark.
What's our captain's name again?
Captain Rices.
Rices. I think definitely tomorrow we should probably try to have we should try to split up our group some and run at least like a town guard, a little bigger circle of the town.
Not
to
a
try
bad
and see if
idea.
there's anything suspicious going on.
Not a bad
So maybe
idea at all.
tomorrow, is it Asher? Maybe tomorrow he can kind of tell us what kind of the normal movement of the town is, and then
Sure.
we can kind of patrol.
Okay, absolutely. Well, why don't we head over and get you all rooms for the night?
I'm gonna throw my hand back over Rydell and walk
I'll
slowly over to it. with
Go
him.
help them and bring them into the inn.
So you guys walk the whole way that way?
We're gonna walk slow behind everybody else.
Yeah, you're definitely moving at a slow pace.
Yeah, and I'm going to, as we're going, I'm gonna kind of be whispering to him and be like, something's fishy. I want to go out at night, so I'm gonna go to bed early, okay?
I'm gonna go with you. I was thinking the same thing. I wanted to be out at night just to see if we can find anything.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get Tencorn and Bjorn to come with us too. What do you think? You think you can convince them to come out at night with us?
I think I could convince them, but do you want that big of a party out here?
That's fair. We'll think about it.
All right.
So, yeah, we're just gonna head over.
Okay.
All right, Tankorin. Hey, bud. On our way over, I just want to briefly talk to you real quick. Think you got some time to practice up your strings a little bit inside this inn? Maybe raise some spirits, help the town out a little.
Possibly.
I mean, with these murders going on, I'm sure they're probably feeling pretty down.
I was going to see about attending to our friend's wound.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, you know what? I could probably do that. So,
I have to get inspired.
oh, yeah. Oh, did you want to? You can try.
Hmm?
Heal him
No,
down?
no, 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 I mean, to come up with
Oh.
a tune.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm contemplating all the different monsters that this could be, or creatures, and
Oh.
it's just
You don't think it's
to
orcs?
go from there's a murder to let me play a happy tune.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
play a happy tune. That's gonna be
Gotta get your head in the right space.
yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So you arrive kind of It's a 2-story building. It's probably by far the biggest building in town. It's got lots of windows. You know, you can kind of see into, you know, they're already lit candles and that because it's just starting to get dusk outside. It's not dark, but it's like the sun is starting to set. You know, throw open the door and kind of every head, you know, in their turns. There's probably 7 or 8 patrons around tables, and they're kind of close knit, and you can definitely see there's one guy there who looks a little bit off his rocker with drink, and people are kind of putting their hand on his shoulder, kind of consoling him a little bit from time to time. So
We can tell that's the.
you have a pretty good idea that might be the guy that whose wife was just murdered, you know, earlier. So.
Is there a bartender behind?
There's a bartender who kind of looks up, yeah, and he would also be your innkeeper as well, and looks up, sees you guys.
As we walk in and my arms are on him, I'm gonna immediately go 2 beers, like right at him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk up to the bar with
All right.
Rydell.
He kind of takes in your tunics and bow time. First round's on the house. We need answers, and we need them now. It's time to kill some orcs.
Why do you think it was orcs?
Pardon my manners. I'm Torthik Baldric, and it was orcs because what else would it be? We ain't never had no murder in this town ever. The only fighting we ever had is when orcs always try to come across. Well, I think it was orcs. I think they don't like the fact that we're building on the other side of the river, and I say they can go straight to hell, and I'm gonna be where to send them there. Just need your help to do it.
There's a lot of other things out there in the world. Just remember that.
What are you?
I'm a hobgoblin.
Is that like an orc?
No, it is not like an orc.
Okay.
I'm much different.
Oh, well, we don't much see hobgoblins around here.
No, not a whole lot of people do anymore.
Gnomes, we see once in a while we get a gnome up this way, but not often. But
Got a gnome like this.
You ever get one-armed guys?
Man, what happened to you?
Farming accident.
Can happen.
Yep.
Can happen. Somebody take a hoe to you?
Oh, yeah, something like that, you know. You talk to the wrong woman and who knows what happens.
Oh,
You
that
take
kind
it
of
to a hoe.
Okay. So, and he kind of looks at the captain and, you know, sees the rank on his tunic. I assume you'll be needing rooms. And
You assume correct. What do you got?
captain looks at you and he says, "We'll take 3 rooms tonight. I'll take my own."
I'll room with Rydell if that's okay with you guys.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Are we right next to each other room-wise?
Yeah, all 3 rooms will be like bam, bam, bam down the hall. And he says, "Now, don't freak out, but we had to put." He looks at the captain. He's like, "We had to put the bodies somewhere until this investigation's over. So, one of the rooms at the end of the hall. That's where we've got them both right now until we kind of figure this out." So,
Can we inspect the body now? While it's, you know, at least one day before it gets even worse?
I mean, yeah, if you want to do it now, you could certainly do it tonight. Yeah, if you're that eager. He's like, "Man, you guys are tough. All right." He's like,
So-
tells you which door it is. He's like, "It's unlocked. Feel free to head in there."
All right, perfect. Does anyone want to join?
I'm gonna stay at the bar.
All right,
I'll
perfect.
stay
You're
at
gonna
the
stay
bar.
at the
Let's
bar.
go.
I just
Use your
want to know
mind.
the
Hold on.
layout.
Stay at the bar. So there's 7 tables.
Right.
It's not a huge. There's probably 7 or 8 patrons, but they're mostly around 2 of the tables right now.
And then the hallway. Which one's the closest to the door?
So there's a hallway. There is a table that's somewhat close to the hallway that he says is where the stairs are that go up to the where the rooms are. The rooms are all on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
When I'm at the bar, I'm going to pull out my pen and ink, and I'm gonna write, like preferably out of view of anybody. So like I'm gonna try and kind of hide it. I'm gonna write like a small note to Tencorn, and that says, "Me and Rydell are gonna sneak out at night. Can you guys make sure the captain doesn't find us? We're going to see what's going on in this town at night." And then after I get it written, I'm going to. Are you at the bar with me?
I'm with him.
And then whenever they come back, I'm gonna want to like get it to them. So I'll then kind of just like stick it
Okay.
back. in
So
my
you're going up to investigate. Who else is going up?
Tankoran.
Tankoran. Okay. The captain's gonna go with you. He's like, I'll go with you, but I'm gonna retire to my room for the evening. Figure out what y'all can tonight. Talking to the patrons, and we're gonna get after this in the morning. It's like, I still want to rest up. So you guys go in. There's
Before I go inside, I'm going to take a shirt out of my bag and kind of wrap it around my face, kind of,
Okay.
so the smell doesn't hit me too strong.
Yeah. So the first thing you notice when the door opens is it is an overpowering stench a little bit. They're like, they've tried their best. Like, they've put scents in there. They've lit candles, different things, but it is. I mean, the boy's been dead a week now, so that body is really starting to be rank, and it's wrapped mostly in a sheet to try to hold some of that smell in, so it's not devastating, but you still can smell it. This room's gonna need a deep cleaning before he rents this one out. Let's put it that way. And then there's not as much of a smell from the woman who was killed earlier that day in the morning. But her body is on one of the beds as well. So which one do you want to investigate first?
Want to start with the easier one to look through? Look at
I'm
hers?
just gonna follow your example.
All right, perfect. Man, it's a shame. Gosh. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the boy, actually.
The boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's horrible situation.
So,
Get the
I
worst
mean,
out of
Is
the
the
way.
window open? Because I'm opening the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that helps. It does. But it's still like there's a rankness to that. Like they're anxious to have you look at this boy's body so that they can give him a proper burial and not have it stored at the inn anymore. And so his body has started decay, has certainly started to creep in, but you can see like there's bruising along the face and the shoulder areas of the body.
I request clean sheets or new sheets. I'm gonna wrap them in new sheets so they can burn these old ones, which will help with the smell, I would think. Since we're gonna be moving the body, like rolling it to its bag or whatever.
Well,
like,
no one went up there with you, so you'll have to go back down to do that. Like, they didn't want to go up there with you.
So they won't just bring us.
It's just you two and the captain.
Head
up there
back down
right
and
now.
talk to him real quick if you want.
What do you think about putting in new sheets to help keep the smell down for whatever?
I think after we run through and take a good deep look at both the bodies, come back up, wrap them up.
Hey, Captain. Are we gonna have a watch tonight? Are we gonna set up? Because I mean, we're used to doing watches at night. It almost seems like it makes sense.
I mean, if you want, I don't think, we're in town now, and I don't think we need a watch so much as I want to investigate when there's light. I don't want to start an investigation around town in the dark.
Why is that? Like, I don't understand.
Because if there is a murderer about, I don't want to give them any kind of advantage in the dark. Also, call me superstitious. Talk to the people down there. You'll learn a little bit about Tanner's Gate. As I told you, I'm from this community.
So things come out at night?
In certain areas, yeah.
Interesting.
Is there any like old stories or things that like, I don't know, some children's scary business around here that
Graveyard's haunted.
Okay. What kind of haunting?
Supposedly, there's a ghost of a witch or something that wanders the graveyard at night, wanders the forests during the day, but I don't think that's what we're dealing with here.
Why wouldn't they assume that could be a possibility then?
Because the ghost has never killed anybody. And it's only ever been seen by those in the graveyard or in the forest. And again, our murder took place within the confines of the city, and the other one did take place on the border of the woods, but I don't know.
Who is this ghost? What was the story? Do you know who she comes from? Or
I don't know a whole lot about it. I've only heard about it in my trips back. This was not something that I ever heard anything about when I was living here. Although that's been at least about 15 years now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a very slow investigation of the body of the boy, trying to get any information regarding claws,
I
size
mean,
of
you
them.
can tell that there's some claw marks on the face. Roll an investigation check for me.
Absolutely.
I'm watching this, so I'm doing the same thing.
Ha!
I rolled a 20 with my total.
Nice. 9.
So Bjorn, 9.
Yep.
Okay. So you're watching, he's doing the investigation. So you're kind of standing there looking over his shoulder, and Bjorn's like, you know what, I can tell that this boy was killed. He's
Do I notice it?
dead.
And you seem to notice a lot more. You seem to notice that the blows center around the face. There is some of the upper shoulders. There's nothing lower than the shoulders. But you also see that there's some claw marks as well.
Well, my dad is the one that was teaching him and me our skills, so it makes sense that I would notice more. So
Maybe.
I'm going to take and point out everything to him that I'm noticing, and
Oh, thank you.
it also kind of makes me feel good. Like
Yeah.
I learned more from my pop than this dude.
Yeah, I wasn't always the most attentive student, so. But yeah, by all means, hey, step up, take a look, tell me what else you can find on him.
So I'm going to describe everything I see. I'm describing to
Okay.
him out loud.
So yeah, definitely the attack was centered around the face and the shoulders.
Now are the claw marks? Do they look animal or do they look people?
They do look more people-ish than anything
Fingernails.
else. Yeah.
How
But I
wide?
mean, severe pummeling. So you're thinking like, wow, if there was.
But are they like smaller or are they like? Is it?
They were not big. It was
Man-sized
not
fists.
large hands that did it, but it could have been human hands that caused the
But are
claw
we s-
marks.
The,
But the
is there
damage
anything that would
is,
give, like,
is
a-
unbelievable as far as the bruising. Like
was
you have a
assaulted
hard
by a female or a male.
you have a hard time believing that if this was a human who did this, then it was a human with incredible strength.
So maybe like a druid.
Is there anything else that's foreign, like debris, pebbles, rocks, something embedded in the face or around the
No.
head? Anything?
Not at this
on the
point
body?
on that body. No, hard to tell.
The way it was beat up, does it look like a crime of passion, almost like it was rage filled?
Yeah,
So whatever. And this is just a little boy, right?
it is. Yeah, he was probably 10 years old.
Okay, and then.
I'm sorry, he was 13 years old exactly.
And his parents and like I think we should figure out who his parents are and who he hung out with. I would assume whoever beat him up knew him, and why you'd have so much anger towards a little boy, I don't know, but this seems like passion.
Yeah, this whole situation's kind of making my stomach turn.
So it's probably
Maybe-
someone who knows the kid.
Yeah. Maybe we should take this information and go for the night and let the other guys look at the lady tomorrow. Maybe we could jump in on that, but I'm not really feeling much up to keep going right now.
Captain,
I want to compare the.
Captain's like, well,
All right, I'm gonna step back a little
well,
bit.
they
let you do it.
they do want to bury these folks. So why don't we do a thorough investigation now?
All right,
so
I'm
that they
moving
can,
back.
Take a step out, take some, get some, a breather,
Yeah.
and then come back in while I start on the female.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna step out of the room for a moment.
I'm gonna-
While they're up there, I'm going to hand the note to the bartender and tell him, like, those two guys that we came in with, not the captain, but the other two, can you get this to one of them for me?
Yeah, sure. Where are you going?
We're just stepping outside for a little air, and I just want them to know where we're at.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I thought I was going to entice you to play some of our local games and that.
Oh.
You can kind of see they're rolling some dice over to the side, and they kind of look up when he says that. Like, newcomer?
Let me just let me step outside for a few minutes, and then I'll.
Alrighty.
I'll help him get outside.
Okay. So while that investigation is going on there, you guys step outside. What are you doing?
Is it getting like
Yeah,
dark,
it's
dark?
It's starting to get dusk. Yeah, I mean, like the light is starting to fade, and
Anybody outside?
there's a few more people coming towards the tavern. It looks like there's a big woman. Like she looks like she's pretty put together, pretty strong. She kind of eyes you both up and down, like.
I would like to
Yeah, I'll
speak
stop her.
and ask her if she knows any folk tales or about any child's tales or something to scare children.
Tell you what, you come inside, arm wrestle me, you win, I'll tell you what you need to know.
Arm wrestle?
Yeah. What, you scared? You look like a big boy.
Sure. Why not? Let's do it.
Okay.
As we walk back inside, I will immediately yell, I have 2 gold on the hobgoblin.
So everybody looks up and they're like, oh, we got arm wrestling tonight. All right. This is going to be good. You're going up against Thea, huh?
Is she good or something?
She hadn't lost to anybody in town.
Well, I'm not from town.
It's true. She kind of takes her cloak off, and she's a big woman. I mean, she's thick. She's put together. You're
like
taller than her, though. I mean, she's probably about 5'10".
I'm taking the tunic off for this one. I don't want any simple off the guard doing this arm wrestling little game.
I'm going to, still kind of hobbling, still kind of acting like I'm hurt. I'm going to walk behind him and just, like, as he's sitting down, just kind of, like, pat his shoulders and be like, you got this.
Do I get inspiration? Just kidding.
No. All right, so here's how this works is you guys are going to sit at the table. You're going to lock arms together, okay? And we're going to roll strength check against each other here, okay? If you win the first battle, you take it to this position, and then you'd have to win again to finish her, okay?
Oh,
So
okay.
it says now, the stakes have not been laid here. You beat me, you want information. I'll gladly share information. I win, I take you up to your room tonight.
I'll be like, 2 gold on the hobgoblin. Who's going against me?
All right, you got yourself a deal.
All right. She looks excited. She's ready to go. Let's go.
Lose on purpose.
Oh no, I lost.
If she's your type.
He's a hobgoblin.
Big, strong women.
I don't know if she's really into me. Charisma's a 9 here, so
She seems to be interested in
Muscles.
trying out a hobgoblin.
She doesn't care about charisma. She just cares about dominating you.
All right, let's roll. And add your strength modifier to it. So, like, whatever your strength plus is.
9.
9. So, like, you lock up, and, like, all of a sudden she put it, you're like, wow! Like, I did not realize she'd be this strong, and she's got your arm, but roll again to see if you can stop yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody else take my bet?
Yeah, somebody took your bet. Yeah. Add your strength modifier.
It ain't him.
16.
You rolled a 16?
Why,
That made it look like you had a bad roll.
why'd you get a big plus?
Jeez. What's your plus?
7.
No. Just your strength modifier.
Yeah, that's my strength.
There's no way you have a plus 7 on your strength
Right,
modifier.
this one, right?
Strength.
Wait.
Your ability.
Yeah.
No, you look at your strength score.
It is. It's 7.
It can't be.
It's because it's his thing.
What
So
do
he
you-
gets 2 plus his modifier. Plus if he has any extra bonuses to it.
Not a saving throw though.
No, this
Just
isn't
your
a
modifier.
Yeah, this is just your modifier.
So it would probably be like
So-
5.
So
right?
just his abilities.
Yeah. So if you got a
Oh,
20 in it, it'd be a
that's
plus 5.
5.
Okay.
Still a plus 5. Wow.
14.
So 14. Well, she rolled a 6. So back to even.
back
You're
to
like
even.
the initial shock of how strong she was is over, and you're like, okay, like, and now you've pushed back to even. All
I'm
right,
gonna
roll
kind of look
again.
at her with her even and be like, if you don't win, you can bring me up to your room.
This is a
Can I get a help action for that? Come on.
This is a good night. roll a persuasion check. Actually, roll a charisma check.
Just straight
Shouldn't that be a
charisma.
concentration check for her though? To bring her concentration.
Oh my gosh.
Just straight charisma. You don't want me to do like persuasion or anything like that?
Just a charisma.
You gotta give a gung ho while he's messing with her head. You should get advantage.
16.
16. All right, I will give you advantage on this next roll. So you get to roll twice.
Well, I'm gonna take the out of my 20 or my 19. I'm gonna take the 20 and get a 25.
Whoa.
Wow. So now you pushed it. She's like, okay. And now she's really digging in. Sweat's kind of beating on her forehead. All right, this is a straight roll.
Would you offer a tag team?
Yeah, I'll offer her that.
I didn't hear.
You want the
What'd
the
you roll?
Devil's threesome tonight?
6.
Okay, she rolls a 24, and so bam, you're back to even.
Does she give him a dirty look?
Yeah, but she's just like really concentrating now. So, all right, roll again.
Trying to sit
It's all about her making her decision which one she wants.
How do you?
Win or lose, it's a win.
Oh, 23.
I rolled. So the first roll to get it back to even, natural 20. This roll, natural 1. So now you've got the advantage again.
She just
You've got
pulled a
her.
muscle at a natural 1.
Does all that commotion draw our attention from upstairs?
No, you guys are up and all the way down at the end of the hall.
We don't hear the commotion?
No, you
No.
don't even hear this. As soon as this is done, I'm going back to your investigation.
Natural
All right.
1 doesn't cause a cramp.
No, but you've got her on the ropes now.
Come
Roll.
on.
Another 23.
Wow, and she rolled a 17, so she fights, and then it's just boom, close, and she's like,
Nice.
remember, I'll see you later.
What's your room number? What's your room number?
I was going to use your room number.
Oh, okay. Well, we're in the same room, so we have fun time. It's room 3. Okay, so maybe like
Captain's room.
maybe be there in like a couple hours.
Where are you going to be?
I'll be in the room.
All right.
I just want to
You can watch what you could
Shower
have had.
and Get ready.
I'm just gonna
give me the
I'm gonna
surprise you,
wash up
Captain.
a little
You
bit
lost.
first.
So what information are you looking for?
Anything
More comfortable.
that would be, I don't know, that you would tell a child so he would go to his room and go to bed, just so they don't get scared. Something to scare him a little bit.
I mean, one of the scariest things in town to me is the story of the graveyard here. It seems like for the last 10 years, people have been seeing some kind of a ghostly apparition at night in the graveyard. There's been some that say they've seen the same woman in the woods, though sometimes I wonder if that's just not people, making things up. But, I mean, there's always scary stories about what lives in these woods, whether it's orcs or other creatures of the night. Supposedly, long ago, these woods were ruled by a beastly creature known as a hydra, and that's been a story that's been shared around over the years.
A
but
hydra, huh?
no one's ever seen it.
I'm gonna grab my 2 gold from the guy who took my bet, by the way.
Yes. Okay. All right. So while you guys are talking about that, the other investigation going on upstairs.
Yeah, the female. Like, you want us to roll again on her? Or?
Yeah, roll an investigation with advantage on this one because she is fresh. Don't be getting any ideas. This isn't the beginning of the Kill Bill movie here.
Necromancer and necrophilia are 2 different things.
But yet they go well together.
17.
Nice.
17. Okay. Are you investigating as well? Or no?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna spritz on a little bit of my forest morning
Oh yes,
thing.
you're
Trying to
morning
counter the
forest,
smell
yeah.
a little bit.
Why don't you throw some butter on too?
Nice. Butter. You know what? I need that for
Butter
my
on the
spells.
He needs that for
Oh.
the cannon.
Great. Total of 10.
Total of 10.
Yes.
His finger pinchers work better that way.
Yeah, gotta lube things up.
Okay. So again, I would say you notice more that you kind of pick out some things that he did, and
Forget these dice.
I would say that the damage here is mostly to the trunk of the body. There's no damage at all to the face.
What's the height difference between this female body and the kid body?
You would guess that he's probably up to about here on the woman.
So about where the damage is on
yeah.
his face. So whoever it is might have been a smaller attacker.
Could have been, yeah.
I'm speaking out loud to him. I think we might be looking at a child-sized attacker.
Oh, some possibly gnome-ish or something like that.
Why do you always go to gnomes?
I don't know. It's the people I'm most familiar with. Their family.
We're not everywhere, and we're not in everybody's nightmares.
Oh,
There's not a lot of gnomes in town. In fact, you might be the only gnome in town right now.
Is there any halflings?
There might be. There wasn't last time I was here, though. Mostly humans around here.
Maybe it's a were-rat.
Is there a sewer system? I mean, it's a small town, right?
No.
So it's got to just be runoffs. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. No sewers here. Poop in a bucket.
Is there any like wildlings or children that have been left, like,
What do you mean?
sometimes children get fostered or their parents died and like they're raised by the community, but nobody really claims them, so they're sort of wild.
Boy, nothing to my knowledge like that. I mean, again, it's been a while since I've been here. We can certainly ask around tomorrow. Like, you're worried about a child committed this murder? He's like, I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know
but
about a child
But I
per
look at
se,
the
but
damage that's done to these two bodies, and they were
the
physically-
attacker looks like they're my size. It looks like all the damage comes from somebody around my size, so I would say whoever it was
To me,
who
then
attacked the boy.
Asher was right. Probably not an orc then.
Yeah, I don't think it was an orc. And it was like, especially with the boy, it was somebody who knew him. The way I would say they knew him, and it was like rage filled, like set them off angry.
This could be a good place to start the investigation tomorrow.
And keep in mind, even if it was a child, it doesn't mean the child is of their own. You know what I mean? There's magics in the world that can mind control, and perhaps this specter in the
Graveyard?
thank you, in the graveyard is actually real and is able to possess a body, and maybe the child is
Now that's a
possessed.
scary thought.
Maybe it's a possessed child, and they're enacting anger and rage towards, for whatever reason, we have yet to figure out.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go down, let them know that they can have the bodies buried tomorrow, and I think it's probably, I hate to say it, but I think it's dinner time.
Yeah, sounds good. Now, who's the parents to the kid?
To that child?
Yep.
We can find that information out. I haven't
All right.
been notified yet, but we'll know. We can ask Asher.
I-
We can ask anybody in the end. They'll know.
All right.
I think figuring out the parents and figuring out how this child and the lady are related. Like, whoever attacked the child, I think, attacked the lady, and there's some sort of relation there.
Okay.
I think we're
It's
looking
worth
at
investigating.
possible possession.
Might be a good way to investigate things.
I think we're looking at like
Sounds good.
somebody who's possessed.
So I guess we can stay back and do the swapping of the sheets, like you mentioned, so that way you got the cleaner ones to make it easier for burial, so there's no issues there. And you can head out and start grabbing your dinner if you want.
I'm just gonna grab it down the common room.
All right, sounds like a plan.
I mean, I'll be hungry, but I need to let my stomach settle after this investigation.
That's fair. All right.
Plus, I want to go talk to our comrades here.
Okay, so he heads back down to the common room and probably gets down right about the time that they're celebrating your victory.
What does the lady do now at this point?
So she's answering your questions, but she gives you an eye a couple times.
I'm going to look at her and look at Rydell, kind of like a sly look, and go, double or nothing if you can beat me in a drinking contest.
What do you mean, double or nothing?
You can have 2 nights with me, back-to-back nights.
Well,
I'm going to be in town for a while. I got nothing else to do.
you're on. I don't think you know what you just got yourself into.
Probably not.
Some of the others hear it and they're like, "Whoa, drinking contest! All right, let's go." So they, some of the guys put their dice down. They're playing a game, which you overheard somebody call it Orcs, Eyes, and Warriors was the game they're playing. But they all kind of put the dice down and look up. They're like, "Oh, let's watch this." So the the barkeep there, Torthel, brings over a couple mugs. He's like, it's been a while since we've had a drinking contest. And the captain looks at you like, are you going to be able to handle yourself in the morning?
Of course. You want to join in?
Nope, not at all.
Perfect.
All right, so it's you two, huh? All right, so first drink, it's going to be a Constitution check. You get to add the DC is going to go up as you drink more. So first one should be pretty easy. So you get to add your Constitution modifier to it. So you and her go ahead and
17.
easy. You throw the first one back, no problem. She throws one back as well. She's like, I got this. All right, let's go. All right, so they put another one in front of you here now. All right.
5.
5. Okay. So you throw the second one back and you're kind of like, whoa. Like, so that's one.
Am I standing right behind them?
Yeah.
How many people are like, is it just a crowd right behind them?
I mean, there's probably a total of, but not counting you guys, there's probably another 10 patrons now.
I'm gonna kind of kick her chair a little bit.
Kick her chair.
Yes, she's sitting they're at the bar, right? Sitting in a chair.
No, they're standing up.
They're standing?
Yeah, standing at the bar, because that's one of the ways they're going to tell who loses is, and you can see he's kind of like already a little wobbly, but not out by any stretch
And I'm
yet.
definitely going to tap my foot on her calf.
Okay, she kind of looks back at you like, what?
What?
Roll a,
Well-
roll a stealth check there.
20.
Well, she's distracted. I'm going to pour my beer out really quick.
Well, everybody's watching,
That's fine.
so.
I'm going to pour my beer out really quick and be like, I already drank mine.
Well, everybody else is like, wow, what's going on?
What are you
Oh,
guys talking
Yeah,
about? I
get
already
it,
drank
Skinner!
mine.
Woo!
don't be trying to cheat.
Hey, I didn't see no cheating. What are you guys looking at?
Stop listening to the big ugly one.
Did you see it?
What did you call me?
So we're like, well, you're kind of weird looking.
I'd like to bring out the heavy crossbow.
The captain's like, no, put that away. We're here to help these people.
Escalate this real quick.
All right, I'll grab another one.
All right, so this is the third one. Go ahead. DC's getting higher.
Oh man.
Oh man. Another 5. Okay. So after these must be strong ales, because after 3 now, like your vision's starting to blur, and you're like, whoa, like,
I think they spiked your drink.
and you're like, you're having trouble. Okay, round 4 comes out here.
There we go. 18.
Okay, so you finally see it looks like this one finally took a little bit of an effect on her. Like it's not just you. Like you're drunk now, but you're not like falling over just yet drunk. But you're getting close. But at least now you see like she's like, okay.
I bet it's the bartender's wife and he's tired of her.
So all right, they bring out the 5th drink.
He's spiking your drink.
Any inspiration I can give to Skinner?
17.
17. Okay, so you take that one and like you're like, just pace myself, and you watch her and you see she's starting to be like, whoa, like she's in the same state you're in now, and you're watching this. You're like, Jesus, they're both pretty good and drunk.
Skinner, you got this. She's a lightweight.
I got this.
All right, they bring out the 6th tankard, and like these are massive tankards like that you're throwing back here.
9.
Okay, so you throw that one back at the same time she throws it back. She kind of staggers but grabs onto the bar. You stagger, and then your legs just kind of drop out from under you, and your butt hits the ground, and you're like, what? Like, how'd I get here? And she's like, champion! Everybody's kind of cheering, and she's like, I get another night with you. But then she kind of passes out on the bar.
Does she hit her head on the bar?
No.
No, she just falls over.
You grab her head.
Did I pass out on the floor as well?
Like you're like just kind of like sitting there, sort of passed out. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Rydell and go, yeah, all right.
I'm gonna pick him up and carry him outside.
Outside.
Yes.
Okay. You would. Who walked downstairs?
The captain, me and him.
Okay. So as you walk out, you witness this then.
All right.
So you see Rydell kind of.
I'd like to be
carrying
surprised, but
You watch Skinner being carried
Rydell,
outside.
what's going on?
Oh, we're just having a little friendly competition out here.
Oh,
And she's
yeah.
like,
I just have
Looks like
get
I
a-
just need some fresh air.
and she's like, I get a night
All right.
with Skinner. I'll be in your room waiting for you.
Awesome.
I just need
All
some
right,
fresh
let's get some
air.
water for Skinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of help him
I'm
up
gonna help the
here.
other guys get her up to his room for him.
Okay. So.
Let's get her up there. She needs to lay down.
So you take her up to Skinner's room.
Room 3, right?
And
I would
lay-
assume I'm rolling everything at disadvantage for a while because I'm drunk. So.
And yeah, if you're gonna stay in that state, yes, you would be. So you're outside drunk, trying to recuperate him. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be hanging out with him, just trying to help him clear his head.
Okay.
Give him some water if he needs some.
You take away his poison.
Yeah, I don't think you got anything for that. I think you got to suffer through it, buddy.
Okay.
Well, no.
I'm gonna give him a little punch in the stomach.
Do you have the?
That might work.
Do you have the rock? Punch me with the rock.
There you go.
Why not? I'll hold the rock,
Throw it.
throw it.
Right at his belly.
Throw me with the rock.
Does a
I mean,
14 hit.
He has no dex bonus right now. He's
No,
just standing
it
there.
does. Yes.
So you roll the healing, the 2d6. I'll roll the damage.
Nice.
4 points of damage.
I gave 9.
9 points of healing. So you get 5 points of healing, which I would say with the healing,
I will also, when he hits me with the rock in the stomach, because that's where he's aiming, I will throw up onto the ground.
okay.
Next to me.
It's trying to.
I would say that that's going to take you from like pass out drunk to now you're extremely buzzed, but you're not as bad as you were.
I'm not like, okay. And you're out there with us?
But
Yep.
you're still not in making sound decisions mode. I would still say you're at disadvantage for things, but you can at least function now.
We're gonna camp out at night up there to see what happens.
up
I would
Where?
like to cover his mouth.
Well, no one else was out there but the
No,
three
no
of
one
you.
else is out there.
No.
I would
'Cause
like to tell him.
we
Wait,
want to see what's
what?
gonna happen at night because we don't trust this place. So we're gonna camp out on that roof.
Oh, smart plan.
Yeah.
I was actually talking with Tank Orin a little bit, but I was wondering if one of us wanted to keep an eye on the graveyard. We heard
Oh, I
a
heard
tale.
about
Oh, what's that?
that. When I beat her in the arm wrestling, she gave me some information.
I'm sorry. You beat her in arm wrestling too?
Yeah, it was actually really easy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, so we can kind of keep an eye on the graveyard, see what's going on around there.
If it would have been Rome, I would have been fine.
All right.
But no,
Awesome.
we're gonna stay out tonight and
Okay.
investigate outside.
You really
see-
feel like that's a good thing for you to do right now? I mean, maybe
I'm
a good night's
fine.
rest might be best for you.
I don't need rest.
Man, maybe you should take the last shift then. At least get some rest before then.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Can you guys see at night?
No,
I can.
not really.
Yeah, you should take the first.
So you take him up to his
The
room then.
captain opens the
Yeah,
door
I'll
and
help
comes out and is like, remember, I need all of you ready to go in the morning.
What do you mean?
We're investigating a murder.
Oh, of course.
No,
Yeah,
of
just
course.
getting some fresh air.
Yeah,
I
just
thought-
helping him out.
I threw up. I'm good.
He looks down at your puke. It's like, I see. All right.
I'm gonna
going to
pull out-
try
I'm gonna
to
pull
eat
out
dinner
my
now.
rapier and be like, "See,
He just shakes his head, turns, and walks back in.
Brilliant. All right, I'm going to help him back up. Can you see the graveyard from the top of the building?
You're going to try to climb up.
Yeah, is that was where you guys were pointing
Who's
to?
going to climb up?
I'll
I
climb
will.
up. I got a climbing kit."
Oh, wait, no, you're going to your room, man.
No, I'm going.
I will
I'm sleeping
climb
up there.
Oh,
So he's gonna climb. Okay.
I'll be right behind
You're
him.
gonna be
So
hold
roll
on,
me a climb
drinking
check
and
at
climbing.
disadvantage.
Whoa, I'm trying to stop him. Whoa, hey, buddy,
I got it.
you're not
I got
really
it.
good for climbing
I
right
got it.
now.
I'm gonna
Just
go start climbing.
I'll be right
okay.
underneath
I'm
him.
gonna step
Do you
back.
want me to do like acrobatics? Is that okay?
Or either one at disadvantage though.
I'll be right underneath him.
I'm gonna start prepping my cure wound spell.
10.
Okay, 10. So you're like trying to climb up the building. There's not great footholds or handholds really, and you get part way up, and then you're just like nah, and you just let go and
I would like to try catching him.
okay.
Catch me.
Roll me a athletics check.
So, do I get to use this one now or no?
It's
Oh,
athletics.
Never mind. All right. I got a 25.
Okay, so you deaden his fall. I mean, he falls and you somehow deaden it, and I would say you each take 1 point of damage because you're able to kind of deaden this fall.
Nothing.
But you do take a point of damage.
Okay. I would like to.
I'll be like, maybe you should use the climbing kit.
I guess you could try to pull him up.
Well,
but
I'm still in his
Yeah,
hands.
I would
and,
like
you
to
use
climb
it.
up and then.
So
pull
you're
him
gonna
up.
climb up, right? You can roll either athletics or acrobatics, either one.
Hey, are we doing this around the side of the building, by the way?
24.
You didn't say, so I assumed
Get
you were right there
right in the front. Hey, guys, let's move the climbing kit around to the back.
Okay. We
Okay.
do that before I start.
Okay,
And is the
'cause-
roof flat enough for us to be able to go up?
Yeah,
on it, or
I
is-
mean, the first time you were doing it right by the window, so people are watching as his body just fell and you caught it and like landed on each other.
But it was the drunk guy. It's fine.
Yeah, so they're just like, whatever.
We're investigating. It's all right.
So let's say that we're just drinking.
So you go around back and try, what'd you roll?
A 24.
24. So you climb right up the side, pull yourself up onto the 2-story roof, and yeah, you can see the graveyard from
Throw 'em up
afar,
the rope.
but it's a ways out. I mean, I would say it's probably, half a mile from the inn. So
I would like to lower down my rope and tie it around, and have him tie it around Skinner.
Sure thing.
Okay.
You bring it down.
How good are you with rope?
Oh, probably about as good as a normal person who's never worked with rope before.
Roll a d20 and see how your knot is.
Remember on the shipping thing, what happened to their ship with all their rope skills?
It didn't go so
sorry.
well.
Man lost an arm.
I got just a 12. Do you want me to apply anything to it, like a dexterity or sleight of hands or anything?
Trying to think what that would be.
Probably
Survival?
I would call it maybe. Man, I don't know if that's survival. Is
Not
it?
tying?
Oh,
Sleight of hand is
sleight of
usually-
hands.
Sleight of hand. All right, that's sleight of hand.
Boom, 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say.
Way down under.
Let's say you're pretty
Yeah.
good. Now you roll me strength check to pull this rope all the way up. How much do you weigh?
Nice. Classic.
A bit, probably probably 220, 230.
That's a piece of cake. I got myself a 19.
Okay, so you pull him. I mean, it's not a piece of cake. Your arm's still a little sore from arm wrestling because despite you thinking that
I'm
was
just
Ooh,
gonna,
his head
I'm
just hit the
gonna,
wall.
Like full on.
yeah.
Can you turn that down just a little?
You bump him into the wall a few times, but finally pull him up, and now the two of you are up there on the roof.
All right.
It's not good.
Are you coming up, Bjorn?
Yeah, after a minute.
Bjorn?
I'm going to go talk to
Bjorn?
our buddy real quick.
All
I'm
right.
going to check with Tank and be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you had carried.
I had gotten the help of a couple
Yes.
people to help me get her up into the room.
All right, they kind of deposit her on the bed. They're like, "Don't worry, she'll be ready to go by the time he gets back in there. He won't know what hit him."
All right, good. So then,
Real quick, once I get the rope off of me up on top of the building, I'm gonna look at Rydell and go, "You got the first watch," and I'm gonna lay down.
Okay. All
were we
right.
here? Were they on our side of the building, going up and down?
The
Like,
first
like,
when they fell the first time, you probably saw it as you were helping her up the stairs. You're like, "What is going on?" And
Oh, okay. So now that we're in the room, was our rooming
no,
backside?
yeah, but you don't hear anything. No.
Okay, well, all the noise on the roof.
So you come back down, and you're in the common room. The captain's there eating. He's at his own table. There's people playing a dice game. The one farmer that you had seen at the beginning, he's kind of still like he's drinking and just like, people are trying to get him to play games and cheer him up
I'm
a
gonna go
little.
talk to him real quick.
Okay. He kind of looks up at you. He's like, what do you want? I see you're wearing the tunic there.
Yeah.
You gonna help me hunt orcs tomorrow?
Hey, sir, I've come up to. My name is St. Corin. I'm with.
He's older.
We're
He's
here
probably like 62 years old, but
My condolences. I'm super sorry to hear the news about your wife, and I've investigated the body, and it's just tragic. Is there anything I know that this
You
is?
investigated so I can bury her tomorrow.
Yes.
I guess
Is
the
there
orcs
any-
can wait a minute.
Is there any person who hung around your wife and also hung around the boy?
The boy. Oh, you're talking about the young lad that Clark.
Yeah.
that-
Is there
that was
is there a
killed.
person that
A person? You think this was a person?
we haven't ruled out orcs, especially younger orcs that might are trying to prove themselves? It could be like a young.
Look, it's a
A young
small
orc
town. We
warrior.
all kind of know of each other a little bit. But the only time I ever met that Clark boy that died was when when my wife kicked him out of her flower bed. And that was.
Was he
last
by himself
year.
or was he with someone
He was
else?
with a couple other kids back then, but that was probably.
Do you remember
9,
who those
10
kids
miles.
were?
I mean, he was with a girl and a boy back then. I don't remember. But ain't no way no girl, no boy did this. I saw my wife.
And I give him the height of my height. Like, who would be the boy that was around? Who would be about this height?
Seems like there's a whole slew of kids that are that size these days.
And they all hung around together.
Yeah, I mean the kids play together. They got nothing else.
Which
to
ones
do.
has your wife yelled at recently,
Recently, I don't know that she's yelled at any of the kids recently, but
or had interactions with?
I mean, occasionally they played in her flower beds. It pissed her off, and she'd yell at them to get out. That's about all I remember on that.
Well, you recall any of the individuals who she's had to yell at recently, like specifically? Like say the most three that get in the flower bed most often.
Man, I'm usually out, fishing, hunting, getting things prepared. I
Doing
don't know.
the man chores, yeah.
She just tells me. She says, people get in my flower bed, damn kids, because they play out there, and she yells at them. I don't know who's who.
Okay. She hasn't made any specific names.
Not that I can remember,
'Cause
but
the way in which she was assaulted, it seems like she knew the person and the person knew her, and they were really upset with her. It has a very violent nature to the attack.
yeah, like orcs, scum.
I haven't witnessed an orc attack personally, but typically a warrior is going to use a weapon, not just the claws or hands. Or this was an unarmed attack.
Make a persuasion check.
Of course, roll 10.
It's like, listen, you do your investigation, I'll do mine. But my investigation is going to be bringing orc heads back and hanging them up till we know which one it was.
Well, I understand, your frustration and finding the proper person or creature responsible is important to us. And you just keep in mind not to get hasty with your judgment of the orcs, because the rest of these families here, if you create hostilities with the orcs and your town's doesn't have the capability to stop the orcs, you may lose yourself along with your neighbors and everything you've worked your guts out for.
My wife's dead.
So everybody else should pay for that?
No, everybody else should help me kill orcs.
But if you start a war with the orcs and the orcs show up, everybody else is going to help you with that.
Bah!
And
I'll
they
let
may
you do
not
your stupid
survive.
investigation. But you better find something.
We've already found something, so now we're working on the who or the it.
I'll bury my wife tomorrow. The next day I hunt orcs.
Okay. I'll leave that between you and the captains.
He goes back to his drink and he doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
Let me get this one for you, sir. my condolences. This is, I can't even imagine.
Thank
and I
you.
kick over the money for whatever he's drinking.
Okay. Just a copper piece.
Sure.
All right. So, while you're having that conversation, what's going on outside?
I have my heavy crossbow out. It's just ready. It's locked and loaded up there with us. I'm just looking around, see if I can.
So, what are you looking for?
Just something out of the ordinary, like somebody sneaking around or.
No, I mean, it seems like everybody kind of gathers at the end to do their drinking together, and then how are you going to stay up there all night then, or and Bjorn? Where are you?
I was heading back inside to meet up with Tankorn.
I'm past the F out.
Okay, so you're passed out. You're
It'll
looking
take me
around.
at least 4 hours to get my blood out.
Bjorn, you come back inside.
Okay, is he still talking with the guy at that time, or?
Yes.
All right, perfect. How's the captain? Is he?
Captain's finishing up, and he's kind of eyeballing. He's kind of shakes his head like he's a little frustrated at things and events, but
Yep. I'm gonna walk up to the captain.
okay.
Hey, they're just gonna take a little bit of a stroll around, try to clear their head a little bit. So, and then they'll be back a little bit later. So, just getting a little exercise and air.
Been doing drinking contests here in Tanner's Gate for many years. I'm not surprised it didn't fare well.
Yeah, man, they know how to drink around here. Holy
Not a
cow!
lot else to do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You work hard during the day and you drink yourself to oblivion at night.
Yep. Yeah, and they. It looks like they raise them big out here. So are you sleeping in room 3 tonight?
Yeah, that's Thea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Friend of yours?
I know of her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's harmless and likes to have a good time.
Fantastic. All right.
But I'm gonna turn in for the night. Please don't do anything too stupid.
Yep. Be ready to roll fresh and early.
I hope that's true. And he's like, good night. And he kind
Night.
of heads up to his room.
All right. I'm going to get some food for me and him.
Okay.
And I'm going to set it at a table and wait for him to be done.
All right. So you guys are eating food. Do you talk about anything or?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I share everything that he's positive it's ours. Doesn't think it could be a person, but I think I convinced him to at least hold off before they start a war with the orders.
Okay. Nice work.
Lame. Not a fan. So yeah, I think I convinced him not to hold off on not starting a war, and I still think we should be looking for a smaller individual. He did give me an idea. Maybe it's you know how in some tribal communities they send their warriors out to become warriors, and maybe it's a young orc,
Oh, okay.
and it was like maybe it's the trials of becoming a man in the eyes of the orc tribe. Maybe it is an orc child, a young orc male. It could be that they're doing trials or 2 individuals and that's why maybe it's unarmed.
I will say you don't believe in what you have read and know that even an orc would be strong enough to do the kind of damage that was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it is unlikely to be a young. The attacks are so brutal that it just seems like whoever it was
Aggressive.
knew them, like a crime of passion type situation.
Okay.
Where you would think it was if you're a nervous young man, you think you're just gonna break their neck unless there's rules to you have to do amount of damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes
Like-
sense. So our comrades, they're up on the roof right now. They're planning on staying up there for the night. Just
What's his
kinda-
face is passed out drunk, right?
Yeah, sure is. Well, I don't know. He was
Skinner.
passing out. I saw his head rocking against the side of the building on his way up. So I assume he's probably tired. What'd you want to do tonight?
Well,
I got that graveyard that sounds really interesting to
do
check
you
out.
think it's worth us being over there while those 2? I mean, one's going to be out, but the other one's going to be awake watching him. So that's like 3 of us down.
Yeah, it is.
What if you and Rydell go check it out, and then I can get some sleep? Or do you think what's face Skinner's too risky? Leave up on the roof.
Yeah, definitely too risky. I don't want him falling off in the middle of the night.
Would I know if I used Cure Wounds if that would sober somebody up faster?
It could help. You know, it would probably take the edge off. I don't think it would completely get rid of it. If you had something to do with like remove poison or something like that, that would probably be what you would need.
I guess what if one of us goes up there, kind of helps babysit, and the other person hangs out over by the graveyard until, at least for half the night, and then comes back inside and crashes. That way they can take turns up there.
This graveyard definitely needs to be investigated, and I think at night, because that's when something's going to happen. And if it is a immaterial thing, it's probably not going to leave tracks, so it's something you have to witness. But I don't think one person should go to the graveyard alone. I think that's asking for trouble.
Well, I think it's within eyesight of the building, so I guess if worst case, they could always, hop down, run over, and help.
Within eyesight, but again, about a half a mile.
Half a mile? Oh, half a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's probably a bad idea.
And that's not very good eyesight.
In fact, we should definitely have one person just stay the entire time in the graveyard. No.
Well, let's go meet up with Rydell and see which two of us is going to go there and one should stay back with
Yeah, good call.
Skinner. Maybe we should tie Skinner to the roof so he can't fall.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys go outside. You're looking around. You know where.
Oh, yeah, follow me. It's around the backside. As soon as I get back there, I'm like, caw.
I look over and I see it's him.
Yes.
So I throw the rope down and I start pulling them.
Okay, so you're gonna pull Bjorn up and then pull Tankorn up.
Yep.
All right. So
All right, let's do it.
Are you trying to help him, or how are you?
I'll try to use my feet to help scale the wall as I'm going up. I'm not pulling myself up, but if he's pulling the rope,
Okay. So
then
both of you
I'll,
roll.
use my feet.
I'll give you each a roll. We'll take the best. Your climb versus his athletics to pull it up. 8.
Would it be my athletics too then?
Well, athletics or acrobatics, up to you.
Acrobatics. Oh yeah, I'll do that one. Oh, natural 1.
Okay, so as you're pulling, like your foot gets stuck in the rope, and then you flip upside down. And down you go. You only take 2 points of damage, but and it's almost like the air got knocked, the wind got knocked right out of you.
Were you drinking too?
I didn't think so. Oh man, that was a little rough.
Just the thought with that woman is just in my head.
Don't take it out on us.
All right.
Why don't you take a turn going up?
How about you just attach the rope and I'll climb myself?
That's not a bad idea.
There's really nothing to attach it to up there, though.
Skinner.
You could do that, yeah.
I am only like 40 pounds.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm going to give you a roll with advantage to help him, but you still get your climb roll as well.
Is it attached to me now?
No.
I got a 24.
Okay, you just pull him right up.
This is a
He
roller
kind of
coaster.
goes throwing right up.
I don't see why it was so hard to pull you up.
Must have been a little
I'm
bit
not
heavier.
really good with this athletic stuff. I don't know.
It's
it's
the one arm
always the
thing.
one hand.
You're trying
Yeah,
to.
Always
just
the one
holding
arm.
on.
I
Yeah.
start making a joke like
should've
pointing at his
just-
stomach.
I should have just tied him up and let you drag him up.
You guys gonna attempt this again?
Yeah, one more time.
Yeah.
Put a
All right.
loop
Go ahead,
around
bring
and
down.
have it go around his waist.
Are you gonna
You
help?
and I will just pull him up.
All right.
Can I take the bottom of the rope and try to make a knot for my foot to hold on to, make it a little bit
Yes,
easier?
You can roll with advantage.
Just him.
Just him, and you roll your strength check to pull.
Aren't you?
I'm helping him.
He's helping.
Oh, okay, then you do get advantage.
Sweet. I got 20 total.
Dude, I'm not in
Slide
front
of
of
hands,
you, I'm behind you.
What did he roll?
I rolled a 1 then a
You
3.
stepped on my foot.
So I got an 8.
What did you roll though?
He's
20
tripping on
total.
me.
Okay, so you're feeling no help at all. It's almost like he's giving the rope back to you as you're climbing up. You're a little concerned, but you're
okay.
so you're climbing fast with your one arm,
He tripped on my leg.
and you get up there just as he almost throws the rope right off the roof.
Oof. Do I end up grabbing?
It's dark
Okay,
out.
perfect. Boom, grab the edge.
Can you see
Hey guys,
the
can you
dark?
give me a lift? Help me up, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
he's kind of hanging on to the edge. He's only got
Yeah,
one arm.
help him
Remember?
up.
Can I pull him up?
Yes, I'll say from there you pull him up.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
the
you
plan.
are all up on the roof. Skinner is snoring a little bit.
So we were thinking if I was to cure wounds, that might sober Skinner up, or 2, leave Skinner to sleep, and then 2 of us will go out to the graveyard and investigate, while one of us watches Skinner.
I definitely think I should be one of the guys to go with you guys, just for in case something fishy happens down there. And it's gonna be harder for if something to get up there to you guys.
Are you human?
Yes, I am.
He can't see in the dark.
I
You and I
can't.
can see in the dark, so why don't
Why
and
don't you
I-
guys go? Yeah, we'll hang out. I'll babysit him. It's fine.
All right.
Like, should we tie Skinner down to something so that way he can't wander off and fall? I mean, what are mirrors? I don't know.
He should be fine, but I'm
Just
just
slap him.
I really want to figure this out because
I just don't want Skinner to wander off the roof.
yeah, he might do that. He is a
No.
pirate.
I'll keep an arm on him. Don't worry.
Whoa.
Skinner
All right.
gets, whoa,
So
wait, whoa.
you
Keep
two
in
are
mind
going to
that
hang out
Skinner
on the roof,
and
and
him
you
aren't
two are going to
best of
climb down
buds.
and go
Yeah.
out to the
If he
graveyard.
wakes up drunk, is that going to be a problem?
No, I mean he's gonna be drunk. I mean, what's
That's
the
what
worst?
worries me. Like, drunk people do some dumb stuff.
How long are you guys going to be out there for, though? Like, if
Depends
you're
if
out
we
there
see
past
anything.
2-4 hours, and then I'll come looking
Yeah.
or what?
4 hours and we'll try being back.
All right,
I mean,
I'm going to wake
it's
him up if you're
probably
not back by
about-
4.
It's close to 10 o'clock now because you guys have
Me too.
you've done a few things at night, so it's getting later.
All right, if you guys aren't back after like 4-ish hours, I'm going to
I
wake
just
him
want
up.
to make sure you
We'll
feel
try to get
okay
there.
being left alone with Skinner, who is drunk.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, because
I mean-
he doesn't like nobles.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, I know you're
I get
not noble, but
Yeah, no, that's fine.
sort of noble-ish.
No, I mean, worst case, what, he pushes me off. It's all right. We'll figure things out. We got this.
All right.
Well, make sure you yell loud enough we can hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Have fun.
So a couple people stagger out of the bar and like they're headed back to their abodes.
Anything out of the ordinary that we see?
No, I mean one of them looks like he lives in one of the stores that's in the little town of like 8 houses, like that's actual town, and one of them's kind of wandering back towards the farm area, and that's that. So you two are gonna climb down.
Yep.
Okay, so roll me a check to climb down. 2-story inn. This inn has caused more damage.
17 for me.
Okay, so you climb right down.
Does
the
he
road.
go first or do I go first?
I would say he goes first.
Make sure you let me get all the way down and out of the way before you fall.
I got an 8.
Okay, so you climb down. Okay, and then
All clear.
as soon as
can
you
fall.
do, you take 4 points of damage
I
from
was
the fall.
kidding about falling. Jeez.
Thought I would listen to my friend.
You could at least land on your feet.
So far in this game, the inn has caused more damage than anything else. But all right.
We're across from the inn.
So
Bjorn, it's okay. He's fine.
All right, thank goodness. Whew, man, keep an eye on him.
I'm going to try.
All right.
So you guys begin wandering outside of town towards the graveyard, correct?
Yes.
All right.
As
and-
we're walking, I would like to talk to him
okay.
because I'm like, hey,
Let me know when about 4 hours has passed.
Yeah, I would say you've already been up there almost an hour.
Okay.
And by the time they get to the
Yeah.
graveyard, I mean, how long does it take to walk half a mile? I guess not that long.
3 miles an hour
10
or
minutes.
so. Yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay.
10, 15.
I'm planning on waking him up after 4 hours regardless.
Okay. Well, that's going to be about 1 in the morning. So,
Can you give me a hand?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty handy.
So you guys are walking. What are you talking about?
I'm thinking that someone's doing this to cause war between these people and the orcs. I mean, nothing but race battle here. I mean, imagine what the orcs are feeling like. They're getting pushed out. I mean, it's just.
It's always tribal with you. Oh, bad humans kill the orcs.
I never said bad humans. I'm just saying it could be something
Yeah.
trying to cause war between humans and the orcs. Just. It's just my little thinking I had. I don't know.
You might be right. I mean, honestly. So, it is a possibility. But that's why we're here. We're here to figure it out. Whatever it was, it's smaller from I would get from the investigation that we had.
Your
It's
height
smaller than my height, so something my height. So, and the damage they did was unarmed, possibly a claw or some sort of sharp fingers, and with so much anger, it doesn't make sense. Because nobody here seems to know anybody who's mad enough at something that's small in stature. So they have no leads. And if it is an orc, orcs are typically larger.
Right.
They're like, aren't they usually they're over 6 feet.
Yes.
So this would be a small orc, which is weird. Is there any, have you heard anything about goblins in these woods?
I
or
haven't heard anything about goblins. I've heard something
Goblinoids?
about what was that?
The Hydra?
Yes.
That's a dragon type thing.
There was a folk tale about a hydra.
It's not that big.
Could be a baby hydra. I'm just
I
making
don't
sure
know.
you know.
I don't think they have claws. Are they like snakes?
As you guys are walking along, you're getting closer to the graveyard entrance, and I would say you're
Which one's the entrance?
the wide path there. So
Ooh, this is interesting. Do we get?
And as you get closer to the graveyard, that is where we're going to take our break for the night. We'll be back here in about 10 to 12 minutes and see what you find in the graveyard. So,
Do we
Bjorn,
have any
could you
sense
give us
of?
our intermission?
On it.
We'll be back soon. Welcome back. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far, and I hope that you get a chance to go on the YouTube channel again tomorrow and make sure you leave a comment to put yourself in the drawing for one of the dice boxes. But getting back into the game, we had Tancorin and Rydell who are going to go investigate the graveyard and see what exactly they find. So as you come upon the graveyard, it takes on an eerie ambience under the moonlit night sky. Nestled within a secluded area, the graveyard is surrounded by gnarled trees and overgrown shrubs, casting long shadows that dance upon the weathered tombstones. As the cool night air whispers through the tombstones, a sense of solemnity permeates the atmosphere. The sound of rustling leaves creates a haunting symphony, as if the spirits of the departed are gently stirring. Soft moonbeams filter through the branches, casting a pale glow on the graves, illuminating the inscriptions and faded engravings. And if we could bring up the map there, we can see
Sorry.
Thanks.
exactly what this graveyard looks like. Tancorin and Rydell, as you begin to walk among it, what do you do?
I would like to tell Tancorin, let's go to the right side. Is the right side? This is
This whole place feels spooky and eerie. It's so solemn. The solemnness.
So what do you do?
Yeah, no, I say we keep our wits about us. We keep our wits about us.
All right. We're gonna slowly move to the right.
How do you want to do this? Like side by side?
Yeah, side by side, just moving
that?
up. Yep.
On the
go.
path?
Yep. We're gonna go into this one first. Just the first one on our right. Can't go bad with the right side.
I'm going to use the tree. I'm going to use the tree as sort of cover from the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to use the wall over here?
No, I'll just stand in the middle right
Oh,
there.
boy, you are just ballsy.
Both of you roll a perception check.
12.
21.
Tancorin with a 21. You notice, you see like a fleeting movement. And if you could put this over by the 4 graves that are, yep, right there. You see like a fleeting movement, something flicker, and then you see like this old woman like flicker, and she's kind of looking at you, and then she flickers out again, and you don't see her.
I grab his shoulder and I'm like, hold up. Look over by those 4 gravestones.
But I see it now.
You saw her for a second, and then she flickered out of it, like she was no longer there.
I think they're right. This place is haunted.
Do you want to go in there more?
Are you nuts?
What if we try speaking with her? Maybe it's friendly. Maybe she just wants to be free. Or she's gonna kill us. Either or. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong, either or.
Let me think about this a second.
Okay. Can't judge a book by its cover. That's all I'm saying. In my past, I just,
She appears again, this time closer on the edge. Right there, yes.
I will cast. I'm going to cast heroism on my friend here, so that he can't be frightened.
Okay.
So I'm gonna touch him and just give him some quick praise and.
What kind of
cast my
praise would you give him?
So let's see. This is heroism, touch, blah, 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 concentration, visual, semantic.
So I see her getting closer, right? Is
Yes.
she flickering in and out, or she?
She is, yes.
Holt,
It's just.
please stop. We just want to investigate this area. That is all we are doing.
She points. This arm, like, she's now not flickering. She stays in existence, this incorporeal form, and she points. But she's pointing out of the graveyard, like, and the only thing that's really in that direction is the other side of the river.
She points at the other side of the graveyard.
She points, leaving the graveyard.
Leaving the graveyard to the river, across the river.
Mm-hmm.
The hero.
I would say across the river then.
Oh, you also get temporary hit points.
I would then like to grab my my gnome friend and move back a little bit,
Okay, so you back up from her.
just a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm still kind of in the support side of it.
Okay.
I think she's telling us to go across the river. That's where we're gonna find something. Is she still pointing?
Just staring at you.
Is it like an ominous stare? Like makes us feel like she's gonna hurt us if we
It's
keep.
just expressionless. Just
Did you want to try and communicate?
No, I think we should go tell the others that she was pointing across the river.
I have an idea.
need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Now, heroism makes it so he can't be frightened.
Yep.
But what about you?
You could be frightened.
I have. Let's see. Here is. He's immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my ability modifier.
Yep. But you have to make a save.
But I have something about being.
So what are those temporary hit points?
You have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic. That's what I have. Is what she using as is it like magic?
No.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what's your spellcasting modifier?
+4.
Okay, so you get 4 temporary hit points. Well, but again, they're temporary.
What saving throw am I?
Wisdom.
So 19 is my save.
Okay, so you're not frightened, but I mean you're a little taken aback by this ghost that's maybe what 40 feet or so from you and just staring at you.
I am going to attempt, because perhaps there's a language issue going on, to use my cantrip ability to message. So I'm gonna put my finger at this creature and it's only here and whisper are you trapped here? Do you need to be set free?
Points at the ground, nods, but then points again off into the forest across the.
Would I see this then?
Oh yeah.
She's stuck here, and whoever's done it is across the river, right? Is that what you're getting as well, or is that just me?
Something like that could be, yeah.
Insight.
You know, make an insight. Yeah, make an insight check.
14.
I only got 6.
Okay. You're not sure. It could be something like that, but she's shakes her head.
I think that's all the information we're going to get out of her right now. We should investigate the other side.
Right. The other side of the river?
And it's not communicating. I'm getting no voice. It's just,
Picture, like,
yeah.
Okay, so when you say that, she kind of floats to the edge of
Over this way?
where you
Or-
came in.
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
like she's leaving the graveyard, and then she kind of looks back to see like if you're gonna follow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's follow.
Let's follow.
Let's totally follow.
Let's keep 10 feet.
Good call.
So you keep 10 feet back from this ghost that you're trailing. So it goes and it wanders until you get to the bridge that crosses over the river, which the river's not, gigantically wide here, but I would say it's about 20 feet wide. So it's kind of narrow. It's more like a stream at this point here, but that's why they chose to put the bridge there, is it's the narrowest spot. And it goes across the bridge, and now there's a few homes across the bridge. I would say maybe 7 or 8, not very many so far. And then it's the woods, and she kind of wanders along the trail that's been built for these 7 or 8 homes. Are you following still the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're walking along, she gets to a spot where, you're at the edge of the woods now, and she points in the woods.
I'm gonna stop my friend here, and then, is it a very noticeable spot? Like, you can easily find this spot, or should we mark it with something?
I mean, you're at the end of the trail that went to the left, and like there's no more trail here. Like you're going to be wandering into
woods,
wilderness
in the
woods,
direction.
yeah, with no path. But she is pointing specifically that direction.
Okay.
I would like to.
I say we go get our friends before we go down this any further.
Right. I'm gonna take a crossbow bolt and stick it right in the ground right there.
Okay. She kind of looks at it. Looks at you.
I'm gonna use that same cantrip spell, point at her, and message. We're gonna bring our friends back.
Okay.
Does she like nod her
She
head?
vanishes.
She just vanishes.
Yep.
Okay.
This
So-
could be some sort of trap.
Could be.
Like,
But
I mean, I don't know what this.
it could be. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe we'll be the next victims.
Well, let's go grab our comrades and go back to the
Do
spot.
we want to do this at night, or should we wait till morning? We could bring the captain, and the captain is pretty tough, and might have insight into where we're headed. I mean, he knows the woods, right?
You're right. We should,
I say we sleep on this, get some rest. I'll go heal Skinner, then we can get to sleep.
all right.
Are you still wounded?
A little bit.
Skinner was holding his side. Is he wounded, or is this a game?
Yeah, he's a little bit wounded there.
Okay. Let's go heal up, finish our sleep, and then we'll come back here. You got the
Okay.
bolt.
I would say that took the better part of an hour between walking there, following her, walking back. So Skinner's been out now for a couple hours. Yes.
Any chance he noticed us going through town or past town? Because we had to go back through town to get to the thing, didn't we?
No. The graveyard is really the last thing that's before the river.
So it's basically between the old community and the new community?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Like the graveyard had been there for a long time, and then they finally decided, hey, let's expand, and they went across the river and started building again. So you're gonna go back across the graveyard and all the way back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say, yeah, again, it's been at least a couple hours now since Skinner passed out, and you guys get back to the inn. What do you do?
We
You guys awake up there?
I pop my head over. Hey, everything go good?
Yeah, actually, we got a lead.
Oh, nice.
talked
Drop us a rope.
All right. Are you guys coming up, or do you want me to just try to get Skinner and me down?
Let's get down. Let's go down.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so how are you getting Skinner down?
I think we should heal him first.
I'm gonna go up to Skinner, and I'm going to gently wake him up. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to try to get you off this roof, and we're gonna meet up with our buddies. All right?
All right, I'll stand
Yeah.
up, and
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
I'm
like
a-
start walking towards
hand on him.
the edge of the roof.
Nope. Grab him
Okay.
as quickly as possible. Hold on onto him.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna get a rope around you first.
Hey, you know you don't have an arm.
Yep. Yeah. You know, if you see it, let me know. All right. So I'm gonna take
You lose it.
out of my backpack. It was in a ship last I saw, and I'm gonna.
I know a lot about ships.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna start tying it around him as best I can with one arm.
Okay.
What are
Roll
we doing
me.
again?
You're gonna go down the side of this building until you hit the
What
ground.
check did we settle on for this for rope?
Tying? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
All right. 14.
Okay. So you.
I'm gonna check it and be like, "This seems good."
All
Catch
right.
me right out.
All right.
You
Oh shit!
jump.
I'm trying to hold on to the little
Okay.
as much as I can.
All right. You're surprised.
Embrace
So roll
myself.
at a disadvantage because you were not ready
Yeah.
for him to just leap off the side that way.
We're going over. Disadvantage. Just for what overall?
I would say either
Acrobatics.
acrobatics or athletics.
My disadvantage. I got a 15.
Wow.
I know. I rolled a 12 and a 15.
Okay,
Between
so
the two.
you kind of
Plus
like
3.
grab onto like slow the descent. So I will say it halves it, and you
Alright.
look up.
I'm trying to catch him.
What is your reaction? You're trying to catch him?
Yes.
All 40 pounds of you?
I will as well.
Okay, both of you roll an athletics or acrobatics. Up to you, check.
Ouch.
9.
9. So
14.
14. So
I was not ready.
you're able to like be smart enough as you see him coming down that like this is a bad idea, and you kind of pivot out of the way. You do not. And
I try to bring this full and roll at the same time.
Yes,
So I'll
so-
eat some of it.
all right, so here's how we're gonna do it. Because you're successful, that's gonna have the damage, but then it's gonna be half the damage for each of you. So thankfully, you each only take 3 points of damage. Tancorn, you only take half of that, so 1 point of damage because you're able to roll out of the way.
Oh, thank you.
And Skinner is on the ground.
All right.
I look
so
over.
so is the rope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I look
be
over
like-
to see him. I'm like, shit. I'm coming over, guys.
I'm gonna be still like kind of laying on the ground and be like, right, yeah, you're supposed to catch me.
I did catch you. I throw the rope back up.
It's 2 stories. That's a long throw. So
You don't think I can
make a strength check.
Not
Not
very
easy.
good at that these days.
I'm grabbing my backpack, not paying attention.
19.
19. Wow, the rope actually gets all the way up to you.
Whoa, nice.
And start sliding down.
I grab it. I'm like, okay, now what am I going to do with this?
I'm going to begin to stand up too and start taking out my swords and be like, so we're going to the graveyard.
No. And I would like to. Never mind.
Still the same night, so you can't rock him again either.
That's what I was planning on doing.
I'm
but
certainly
How are you
not
getting
sleeping
down?
in room 3.
It's a
What
great
room are
question.
you guys
0
in?
spots to be able to tie this to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You could try to climb down the side with your one arm.
I got my backpack sack on, right? Is the roof tapered at all?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to tie it around the backpack,
Okay.
and I am going to kind of walk it over and drop it off on the opposite side as much as possible.
How long is this? Is this 50 feet of rope?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull up if I have to get it up off the ground, so you guys don't have any hold of it. So if it's up over the top of the roof and over,
Okay.
I'm just trying to grab the end of it there. And then once it's over, my backpack's over the edge, I'm gonna try to jump off slowly and see if that helps me slow down my descent.
Hey,
So-
before you do that, come over here. Look,
As I'm about to step off. What? Huh?
are you coming down our side?
Yep,
So I
sure
can see.
am.
I'm like, hold up a second.
Okay.
Like, just let me cheer you up and just give you a boost of confidence.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm gonna be like,
My fair, sweet
you're
Romeo.
really good at this. You're gonna be great. You're gonna land great. And I give him bardic inspiration
All right.
so he can make a better roll.
Okay.
Does he get like an additional D4?
D6.
D6. All right. So
Right.
go ahead and make your roll, and you get an additional D6.
All right. This is the slower but still falling
Yeah.
descent. Acrobatics? Or?
Yep. So I'm going to make it a straight roll because I would say normally it'd be at disadvantage with your one arm, but I'm going to give you a straight roll because of the way you set it up.
So I have an 8 plus, straight roll. Yeah, 8 plus the 3, so I'm at 11. I'm going to take the D6.
Okay.
Feeling all boosted. Thank you, man. For another 3. So total of
14.
14.
thank you.
It is not an easy descent, but you do descend without falling on your face. So.
Thank you, dude. You saved me. I like it.
I knew you could do this.
Good job, man.
You're
What
too
are we
nice.
doing now?
I'm going to try to get my bag and kind of like
Okay.
wiggle it around.
It
till I get
eventually pulls. So now I would say you're more buzzed. You've had a couple hours of sleep. So you're not gone, but you're buzzed.
Did we go to bed?
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
You want to stay in our room tonight? You guys, all 4 of us, camp out there?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm gonna
Right.
cure wounds on him and him.
Okay.
Are you hurting?
No, I'm feeling pretty good overall.
Okay.
Sleep's gonna do me fine. You have the ability to help these guys?
What time is it? Like 1
Oh,
a.m.?
nice.
No, it's probably about midnight now.
I could help one if you want
I'm
to help
going to
the
look
other.
at T and Corn in my slightly buzzed mindset and be like, why don't we just go...
Sleep. They'll all heal up.
We should
Yeah.
just go sleep because we got to get up in the morning. Captain's going to be mad.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Well, let me help you. You've been struggling
Okay,
with your
can you
side.
can you do it on the way? That I'm just messing around with people.
Yeah, I don't understand anything this drunk's talking about. I put my hand on him and
Okay.
yep. 7 points.
Okay. I would say that he took some of the buzz off too with that. Like it's
And then I'll go over and do the same for him.
now it's only like slight buzz, like just a couple of drinks.
I'm gonna be like, hey, as we're heading to the room, Rydell and T and Corn, what happened in the graveyard?
You have a busy night ahead of you. Wink, wink.
No, I mean, they can stay in our
We're
room.
staying in your room.
Yeah, that way they don't have to have
I
such a
told
busy
her
night.
to go to room 3.
Yeah.
You guys are in room 2.
You earned your. Hey, whatever. Every decision you make leads me to believe you might be something you're not. Maybe.
A womanizer.
All
He's
right.
choosing to stay in a room with 3 guys instead of the 1 woman. I mean, there's nothing cloudy. I mean, it makes sense.
with
Come
that.
on, buddy, let's go.
So the 4 of you bunk up because there's only 2 beds in the room. So
I will sleep on the floor.
I will
Oh,
sleep
man.
with T and Corn.
okay.
I will be Little Spoon.
I'm
Little
going in the
spoon,
other room.
little spoon to the gnome.
You're going
Yeah.
with the.
No, Little Spoon. I'm the Little Spoon. You're the Big Spoon.
I'm going to the other room. There's another bed in that room and possibly a warm body next to him.
There you go.
Not dudes.
Okay, so you go into room 3.
Quietly.
Okay.
Stealth.
Okay, roll a check. Whew.
Apparently I'm not around women often,
What'd you roll?
and my heart sings with delight.
Nice.
Okay. Based on her roll to notice you, she was waiting with bated breath, and you come in, and she's like, not the same, but never had gnome. Come on, and shuts the door behind you.
I didn't tell you what I rolled.
Doesn't matter.
She was well aware.
She rolled a nat 20.
I didn't beat that.
You're about to.
What? Isn't she like 6'4" or something like that?
Yeah. She's about 5'11".
Oh,
Go easy on
and
me.
you're what, like 3 feet? She's throwing you around.
Man out of me.
Make a gnome out of you.
Oh, man.
You're gonna be stuck as a statue after this. After you're done.
So you all wake up in the morning. Some of you, a little more sore than others. Dan Corin feels like he's been through the ringer. She's not there in the morning when you wake up. She's gone. You were sorry, just a booty call.
I might be in love.
Did you guys leave me sleeping in my armor, in my tunic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I will go downstairs as soon as I wake up and order food and water.
Captain's down there smiling. He's just finishing his breakfast up. He's like,
I'm I'm gonna skip down the steps.
You skip.
Strumming my instrument.
I'd like to pull the captain aside and talk to him. I'm like,
It's a beautiful day.
me and Takecorn, I know that we might have broken orders,
First
but we
time
have a
out.
lead on where to go. We just need your help.
What kind of help?
So there's this area out over the bridge in the where the new community is starting.
Okay.
The ghost of the graveyard let us.
You saw a ghost.
The ghost, yes, we saw the ghost.
Okay.
I know that sounds a little suspicious,
You
but
cut the map off of there because we're not.
we know what direction we're going. We just need your help with the area because this is all new to us.
Okay. Let's say I believe you. I'm willing to investigate this. Let's see. Tancorn, you all right?
It was a good night. I felt like we made a lot of progress on this investigation.
Did you sleep in room 3?
Is that what room it was?
Yeah.
Nice.
How
Does he get
was she?
advantage?
Spectacular.
Can I not hear about this? I don't want to have to put any of
Wait,
this
I
in
have
the
a quick
report.
question. Like, gnomes, do you guys have like...
We don't kiss and tell.
Do you guys have like normal sized penises? So they like massive, or are they like gnome
I
sized penises?
don't know. I don't go around measuring. I heard that's a human male thing.
Oh, I stayed back in the room, just FYI, for a little bit.
So you're in your room.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess that can be our first lead. Where's Bjorn?
He might be still sleeping. I can go fetch him if you
You
want.
seemed pretty hungover last night.
He went drinking too? I thought it was just you.
I didn't drink.
I watched you.
Oh. I almost had her.
You were close. Surprisingly, for a first timer, I was actually
However,
impressed.
What did
And
you
it
do?
was wonderful.
What do they do with their drinks around you? It was pretty powerful.
Singing lyricals. Yeah.
Again,
Nice.
work all day, drink all night.
I gotta get like a recipe for this stuff.
All right,
Recipe for
so
love?
go get Bjorn
It's
and
about 6 foot tall.
let's
Nice Romeo.
let's go investigate this lead of yours.
I go up there to room 2 that we were in. And I said, "Hey man,
Alright.
we're starting to head out to the spot."
When you break in, I'm actually working on my little owl friend, trying to get him working again. Struggling, but I think he's working a little bit better. So he's fluttering his wings. I'm gonna go ahead and take him and kind of put him on my shoulder. It's my little homunculus. And then I'm going to grab the rest of my bags and go, all right, let's just hit it.
Let's go.
While they did that, I want to go up to the captain, who I was already talking to, and be like, "Do you need me? Should I get the horses ready? Do we want those?"
I think we'll go by foot. If we're gonna go traipsing through the forest, I don't think we're gonna be able to get our horses through there.
Okay.
But thank you.
And then I'm going to ask the bartender, like what other kind of like shops, or like, do they have blacksmiths, and do they have a blacksmith here? Do they have just kind of get the lay of the land?
So there's a blacksmith in town. There's a farrier in town. There's a general store in town. And there's a bow maker in town. So that's, and then right by the river, there's still a couple of tanners there too that have their water wheels on the, which the city was named for. That's really it.
Then I'm going to step outside and start getting ready to go.
Okay.
After I ate, of course, because I was...
So you all make your way towards the edge of town, come across. There's a funeral procession going on in the cemetery now because they're doing both funerals. So it seems like most of the people are gathered there, you know, young and old, all kind of around for both funerals. So that it seems like most of the townsfolk are busy with that.
Should we stop in, pay our respects?
The captain's like, we need to investigate. Let's do
All right.
what we came here to do. So you guys kind of cross by that. You cross the river.
I'm going to message the captain with my cantrip and say, it's possible, this is just me and the captain, our suspect may be one of the smaller height people in this community. Possibly a possessed child.
Did that kind of damage?
Yes.
Well,
So watching I'll use the spell however many rounds I have to use it to get.
you want to stay behind and watch the funeral?
It might be valuable to,
Okay.
and I can catch up with you.
You stay here. We'll go investigate.
Okay.
So I keep leading the way then.
Okay. Eventually, you see your crossbow bolt that's still stuck in the ground there. Nobody bothered to go that direction and pull it off or anything.
So this is where we were told to. This is where she was pointing. She was pointing right into there. But this is where we stopped, and we were gonna wait for everyone else.
Some thick underbrush there. Like that is. We can certainly head in there, but it's going to be tight quarters and it's going to be slow moving in there.
It's not a problem for me.
Okay.
Why don't you lead the way and I'll go behind you? We'll
Captain
plow
says
back.
I'll lead. This could be very, very dangerous. So it's like, I hope you all know what you're doing here. So weapons ready.
All right.
Rapier out.
I will grab my 2 crossbows, my hand crossbows out, just ready to go.
Okay.
I have the glaive.
All right.
If the captain's forcing himself to the front, then I will go in the back.
Okay. So you're in the back. Captain's in the front. So is it you second? Then? Okay. And then Bjorn.
And then
Yep.
is Tinkhorn not with us?
No,
He's watching the
he's staying back watching the funeral procession. So as you guys wander into the brush, more shadows now. It's darker. It's a little bit harder to see, even though it's early in the morning. You can hear the bugs and that you're kind of going through, and he's like, "How far did we go? Did you get any idea?" Or
I was just told to go this direction, just to look.
it's like, "All right, we'll go for a while and see what we can find." And make a. You guys are trying to look. Make an investigation check.
Do you want us all
All
to
3
make
of
one?
us.
Yeah. Yep. I'll roll for the captain as well.
Investigation. Natural 1.
14.
Yeah.
Are you doing my understanding is you take your passive if you go below it.
Yes.
So then I got a 12.
Okay. What did you roll, Rydell?
14.
14. Okay. You notice
Did you get a 16?
as you guys are walking
That's a
along in the
16. I
brush,
rolled natural
something
1.
catches your eye, and it
16.
glints for a second, and then you're like, "What was that?" And it's off to the right a little bit.
So I tell the captain to look to his right.
Okay. Since he told him where to look, I guess you guys were also told, so you can make another check.
Sweet. I got a passive of a 16. Does that work?
I got a 12 again.
I rolled a 15.
So you got a 16.
Okay. So you spot something that looks like it's possibly like a boot or something with something sparkling on it. Like maybe it had like a design or something on
Oh,
it.
sweet. We're going up to it.
Okay.
Not touching it.
So you
Going up
start
to
making your way over there, and that's when you realize the boot is attached to what looks like a decayed, like body. Like there's a decrepit, decayed bones, and I mean
Hey.
most of the flesh has been picked away. I mean this thing's been here for years. There's weeds that are growing around and into the body.
We got a murder scene.
Like this is old, like years old.
All right. Is there? Well, yeah. Does anybody have the ability to identify whether this was a female or male? Do you know anything about medicine and anatomy? Okay. Well,
You can make
yeah,
a
I
medicine
guess,
check
yeah.
to figure it out.
Yeah, I guess let's do that. Medicine check.
Oh, you're not there.
I'm not there, but somebody should be able to tell a feminine boot from a male boot, right?
True. Yeah, it's definitely a feminine boot.
That is 6. If I was actually looking for medicine.
it's a human body. You could think.
Oh, okay. Man.
Do the boots
Interesting.
look like they're like leather, correct?
Yeah,
Do they look like they've decayed?
a little bit. Yeah, I mean they're not anything special by any means.
But they don't look like they're like super decayed. So we're talking like a couple years, not like.
I would
millennia.
say that this. I mean, based on the weed growth through the bones and that, and how discolored and that they are. I mean, it's probably been at least 3 years.
Okay.
So who told you to come this way again?
Don't look at me. I was sleeping.
The
Oh, yeah,
ghost,
that's right.
the ghost of the graveyard.
Ghost of the graveyard. So what? I guess what they look like? It's just spectral form. It's kind of like
Spectral,
a white
lady,
flake.
white-haired.
Am I getting any like visuals of the ghost to this body?
I mean, this is a skeleton.
So no. I'd like to lay my blanket down and get all the bones on the blanket and get them like almost like a body bag.
So you're gonna try to carry it.
Yes, all the bones. Yes.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna just before he puts it on there, I'm gonna pick up a forearm. I'm gonna look at Bjorn and go, "I found an arm for you."
Well, thank you. I'm gonna pass.
And then I'll
Appreciate
set
it.
I'll just set it.
Cap's just like, oh my god.
Did she give you any indication of how far into the woods we should go here?
No, I was just told to go that way with Tankorn. We couldn't communicate with her. She could only point,
Okay.
and that's as far as she would go.
Do you think this is her?
I'm assuming, so I'm gonna go bury her. And
It's very
see if-
selfish of her. We're on a mission, darn it. Okay, fine.
All right. While you guys are doing that, Tancorn, you're kind of just
Waste.
visibly watching. I mean, the whole community is gathered, so there's probably a couple hundred people total here. Adults, the elderly, the young.
I'm paying attention mostly to anybody who's like my height.
Your height are a little bit taller.
Yeah, somewhere in there. See if there's any weird behaviors, anybody who's kind of like acting suspicious, like or guilty or strange. If there seems to be like a common connector person.
Doesn't seem like anybody's acting strange. I mean, some of the kids are fidgety, like they don't want to be there, but nothing like that. But roll me a perception check.
$17.
17. Okay. You hear like a rumbling, like a humming noise, like and it's
Your girlfriend standing behind you.
it's like almost like it's hard to describe. It's like, man, is there thunder in the like coming, or like what is that like? And it's like this faint humming noise, and it's slowly getting louder.
Does it feel like it's from a direction?
Yeah, it's coming from across the bridge, but the other side from where because you had went with him the night before, so you know what way they went. It's the complete opposite way.
So if the stream goes like this and the bridge is here, where were they going?
So they would be there.
So they're going this way?
Yep, it's the other
So
way.
it's on the same side as them?
Yeah, it's across the river. You
Over
feel
here.
like you hear the humming from, almost like it's coming from over by one of the water wheels. But it's like all of a sudden in the graveyard, like a couple of the other people, like they look up, kind of turn too. That you can tell you're not the only person now who's heard this humming.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep watching the people and watching the noise and see what pans out.
Okay.
But I am like making myself ready to react to something.
Okay. All of you, as you're bringing the bones back now, okay? Because this was a while into watching and getting a good feel for everybody. As you guys are marching back, you begin to hear this humming noise too. It's like a humming that turns into a buzzing, and then Tankorin, you see since you're watching, all of a sudden like this black cloud comes out of the woods, like it's moving towards it. Now the humming's more of a buzzing.
Okay, so almost like a swarm.
It is a swarm of bees. It looks like coming towards.
Is it going?
It looks like it's
Towards
coming
my
right
party?
at the graveyard where you are.
As we're walking back, is it to our right or to our left?
So it'd be straight ahead of you because you're walking through the bushes, so you can't see this. You can just hear this like loud humming, and now you hear like this like.
Would we start picking up our pace then?
I don't know. You're carrying a bag of bones.
I'm going to immediately begin to run in front of the group. I'm going to like dash, like I'm going to
Okay.
sprint.
And I mean, you're in difficult terrain, so it's hard to move through the brush that you're
I
in.
move as fast as I possibly
Okay.
can towards the sound because I want to see it.
Okay. So by the time you get it through, you're seeing it's already across the river. What are you
So,
doing?
I recognize it as a swarm before it gets to the river.
Yeah.
So the moment I recognize it as a swarm of insects, to me this doesn't seem, especially with everything going on. There's a swarm of insects coming! I shout loud enough for the whole.
Like people look up and
And
kind of freak out. Some of them.
we need to get away from here.
Okay. People start to to grab like smaller children and start
Yeah.
heading towards buildings or whatever they can find, and all of a sudden it's like a scattered anthill. People running now. The swarm is coming across the river. Just as you guys come across out of the brush, you see this giant black cloud of like bees just coming across.
How far
the
away
river.
is it from me?
So you guys, from where you are with the bees, I mean, it's a good 100 yards just to get to the bridge, and then they're just crossing the bridge.
Let's book it.
So it's like 100 yards away from me?
They're a ways out when you come out of there. Yeah.
Once I get out of the woods, which I would assume I would get out in front of these guys a little bit because I ran in front of them, and I see it, I'm just going to dead sprint towards that swarm of bees.
Okay.
Once I'm within 120 feet, I want to take a shot with my crossbows.
You're just gonna start shooting at the bees. Okay.
I have a question. Maybe you can't answer it, but would bee stingers count as weapon attack? As weapons or no?
Yes.
Because my thought is I'm going to cast blade ward on myself so that I don't get piercing damage or I get a resistance to piercing damage.
Okay.
But it specifically mentions the word weapons.
I would say it's a weapon. It is a piercing attack.
Okay.
As soon as I have the ability, I'm booking.
Okay. So
Trying
at
to
the
get
bees.
fast. Yep, towards the bees.
Okay.
I'm going to.
The bees are moving faster, unfortunately, than the people. Like they're
Should
trying
we do
to.
initiative?
Yeah,
now
let's roll.
then,
Let's go roll initiative. Uh, 20 to 25. Nobody. 15 to 20.
15.
19 right here.
Corn's
Oh, he's
15. Rydell's 19. Bees are 15. Okay. 10 to 15.
14.
Okay. Bjorn 14 and Skinner.
9.
Okay.
And Captain?
What did the captain get?
You and the captain?
Captain goes at 9
Can
as
make it
well.
happen.
Because the way you...
I'm the
9.
assistant captain.
That's
All
right.
right. So Rydell, you're about 100 yards away from these bees at this point.
They're still in their swarm, right?
Yes.
I'm going to.
About to descend on the people.
I'm going to put the blanket down and then run as close as I can to it. So
Okay,
60
so
feet.
I mean, no, this is 100 yards. So,
Right, but this
I mean,
is me-
that's 300 feet. So you can run 30 feet,
So you'd run 60.
and then you
60
can
steps.
dash. So you can make 60 feet. So you're still a ways out. Yeah.
I would like to. How close are they to the people?
They're gonna reach the people in the next 3 rounds. It's gonna take you 5 rounds of full sprinting to get there.
And so after my 60, how far are they away now?
4 rounds away, 240 feet. Yeah.
240 feet?
Yeah.
Do bees count as creatures, or are they different?
No, they're a creature. A swarm, but they're a creature. All right, so you ran full speed. That's your round. So you're still 240 feet away.
I can't do anything else.
Okay, Tancorn, you're next. You, however, Tancorn, they're coming right at you, so they're 3 rounds from you and coming at you.
Man, Blade Ward is so irritating. Three rounds?
I mean, they're probably
How long
90
before they get within 60 feet of me?
at the end of their round.
This one?
That's your guesstimate based on how fast it's moving.
So if I'm trying to hold my action until they get within 60
They would get there right at the end, and you would be able to do that.
Okay. Then
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, you're holding your action with what?
I have Dissonant Whisper,
Okay,
and it's that noise making
gotcha. Okay.
psychic damage.
So you're gonna hold that till they reach in, which their round is to swarm in. So go ahead and try it.
Okay.
So they have to roll.
They have to 14 Wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see. What does it do if they fail?
Half damage.
Does it frighten them though, or what does it do?
It's psychic damage, and then they must, if they, on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and immediately use its reaction and move as far as speed allows if available.
Away from you?
Yeah, from you. It doesn't move into obvious danger or dangerous ground or anything like that. On a successful save, they take half of the damage and they don't move away.
So if they fail, then they would move towards us as far as they can move.
Okay.
On a 14?
Yep, Wisdom of 14.
Well, unfortunately, they do make their save.
So they take half of 3d6.
Okay.
Oh, good, finally rolled. 13.
I was just making sure it wasn't like
Half of 13.
a fright or anything like that, because they're immune to like charm or fright.
Oh.
So, but it's not. So yeah, they'll take half of that 13. So they take 7. Okay. All right, but they keep coming. All right. So now it is Bjorn's turn.
I am rushing as fast as I can. I'm going to use my movement and my action. And then during my bonus action, I will take my homunculus friend, Fidget, and I'm going to take him and throw him up in the air so that way he can take his move and action as well, flying.
Okay.
So that's
how
a total
far
of
can
60
he
feet
go?
for me, and then 60 feet for...
Okay, so you and Rydell are 240 feet away. He is now 180 feet away then. Okay.
I hadn't moved. Am I able to use my movement at
Yeah.
the end of that? So I am moving my full movement, which is 25,
Which way?
away from them.
Okay. All right. So, Skinner and the captain. The captain's just running as fast as he can.
Doing the same.
Okay, so you guys are all 240 feet away.
Wouldn't I have been a little in
But,
front? Because
yeah.
I said I dashed in front of them.
Of course, the bees are moving away too, so technically you guys are all once again 300 feet away. Now that I think, or not 300, they moved 30, so you're 270 feet away. You closed 30 feet of it with what you did. All right, so the next round, Rydell, you're gonna just keep charging.
Can I also, as my little like bonus action, I'm just going to attempt to yell for my horse. He's gonna be like, Lucy!
Okay,
See if my horse will hear me.
they're still tied up, and you're probably a good half mile away from them, so
Fine.
probably not. But okay, Rydell, what do you do?
So this is us, and the bees are here, right?
Yeah, I mean, so they're going across the river. So, like, I guess you could try to cut it off if you wanted to jump and swim across the river, but otherwise you have to run to the bridge and cross the bridge.
Are there, so between my angle, the bees, is there a house behind?
No.
I'm going to light a crossbow bolt on fire and fire at the bees.
How far can you shoot that?
300.
Okay.
It's a,
So at 300 though, that's at disadvantage.
right. So you want me to roll twice and take the lower?
Yep.
Lower one is a 15.
Okay. So where did this fire come from?
Torches.
You don't have a torch. You're
I
in the
do have
middle of the
torches.
daytime,
I,
but they're not lit.
I can light them though, right?
Is that, would that be an action to light the torch, or no? Would that be a bonus action?
You'd probably bonus if
Okay.
you have your.
All right,
stuff
I'll give it
readily
to you. So
available,
you hit.
I
So
guess.
go ahead and roll
Maybe.
roll damage.
Or full action.
Um, 4.
Okay. So you do a little bit of damage there.
Are they like,
It just seems this angry swarm is going right at the people in the graveyard, who are now scattering, running for their lives.
Is the swarm still staying together?
Yes.
And is it pursuing one individual? Or
No,
is it
it's just going at whatever it can get to. It looks like it doesn't look like it's So, all right, Tancorn.
So does it still seem like it's targeting me specifically, or
No, it's just coming towards all of you. You're not sure if it's going to come at you or if it's going to go after a bunch of other people.
Investigative knowledge makes me almost think it's coming. It might not be coming at a person. It might be coming at a thing in the garden, but whatever. I'm having thoughts out loud.
Okay. Well, what do you
I'm running
do?
my hands off.
You just run away or what?
I am going to be running, and then I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself
Okay.
to take half damage if I get stung.
Okay. I mean, they're closing the distance, but yeah.
I
it's-
move 25 feet.
So you move away again.
And the
You can
dash
tell.
action is-
You can tell they'll probably catch up to where you and the other people are the next round. Like this round, they're going to be right amongst you, but not quite there.
how's the dash action work? Does everybody have access to that, or is that only like
That's
It takes your full action
It
to
takes
do
your
the dash.
full action if it's not a bonus action like a rogue. So you wouldn't be able to cast that spell if you were going to dash.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So yeah, I'm gonna do the spell and
And run.
25
Okay.
feet.
All right.
quick question for you.
Yes.
Do any of us perceive that any of the bees fell to the ground?
Yeah. Probably some of them did.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So after Tancorn is Bjorn, or I'm sorry, it's the bees. So they swarm in. They're very close now amongst Tancorn and the running villagers. Bjorn, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to continue trucking both my movement and my action, but my bonus action I'm using to control Fidget to cut across the water, flying over directly
Okay.
into where the bees are at.
So he
it's
could
much
cut
possible.
that distance then by cutting that off. So what is he doing?
As soon as he gets in there, oh shoot.
He flies right into the swarm.
Yes, I guess his action would be to hit. Oh shoot, sorry. Can you retcon mine? I would hate to move. Can I kill my action to be just movement, and then use my action for him to do his action?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. Then in that case, I will use a shocking grasp technically from him, which is a touch attack spell.
Okay.
So as soon as he gets into it,
Okay.
so that is a D20 plus 6 for 1d8 damage. Oh, he misses. A 3 plus 6, so 9.
Okay. Now he flew right into them though, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give him advantage on this because he's in the middle of the swarm. It'd be really difficult to not touch something.
All right. So, oh, cool. 19 total.
That hits.
All right. So 1d8 for damage. Oh, thank you. So a total of 3 points of damage, electrical damage.
Okay. All right. They're not immune to that at all. Okay.
And
so-
I would have only moved 30 feet that round.
All right. And Skinner, you're next.
How far away am I? Still like 300 feet?
Yeah, I mean, you're about two. You've made up. You're bound to about 240. You're almost to the bridge, but
And
that's a
they're still
ways.
just far.
They're all the way across the bridge, and they're in the graveyard now.
I just keep running. 60 feet.
Okay, so you keep running. The captain does the same. He's trying to stay up with you as much as we can. We get back to Rydell.
So you said they're 240?
They're in the graveyard now.
Are they stinging people now?
They're about to be, yes. Like you can tell, they've descended. They're there.
Are we able to see these bees close enough?
They're
like,
bees,
or dead
yeah.
bees or whatever to see like.
You can tell they're bees.
Are
like
they an unusual type of bee for the area? Or?
No.
Okay.
No, they're
Are
very
they a particular
usual type,
poisonous bee or
Nope. Normal bees, but
nothing to
just
worry about? other
kind of
than
weird
getting
that there's
stung a
this
lot?
gigantic swarm of them, though. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna run as far as I can, 60 feet.
Okay, so you
Okay.
get to you're on the bridge then this round.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So after Tancorin, the bees are descending on you this round.
How close to the river am I?
Oh, you're running away from the river, so.
Is there any home or building?
There's buildings now. You're not too far from the town. I mean, it would take probably a full round, and you could get into the town and close to a door.
Is there a well or anything nearby that I can remember from being in this community?
Yeah.
I'm looking for some sort of pond or water source I could dive into.
There are wells. I mean, you could dive into a well.
Man, that scares me. I don't want to break my neck. I'm gonna try.
It's the girl at the bottom that tells you only have 3 days, and that's the problem.
This is gonna be my thing. I feel like a puppy dog. Sit, boy. I want to go to the nearest well, grab the rope, and go down. But I'm trying to use my feet to slow the descent.
Okay.
So I don't
Roll
snap
me
the rope
an acrobatics check.
or die. Oh, thank goodness. 23.
23. Wow, yeah. So you kind of skate right down to the bottom of the well there where the water is, and you got down there. The bees, you hear them go right on by. They're not even bothering going down the well, but then you start to hear the screams. You start to hear people yelling as they're getting stung. Ah! And the bees are definitely attacking. And Bjorn, it's your round.
I am going to use my movement to keep heading around the bridge, and
Okay.
I'm going to request to my fidget to be able to make another electrical attack.
Okay, he's still in the middle of the swarm, so he gets advantage.
Sweet. Natural 20.
Yeah, 20. Can't do any better than that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll
Crit.
take it.
Crit.
Go fidget. Yeah, doubling it, is it?
Yeah.
Perfect. So 12 points of damage.
Wow. Okay, so he shocks the
Electrical
crap.
shocking.
Bunch of bees drop out of the sky from that.
Don't get any bonuses for that?
Nah, it's only a D8. It's a cantrip.
Okay. Does he? Can he be damaged from
Oh,
being
yes.
stung by a bee?
Yeah, he's immune to poison, but he can get damaged.
Okay.
So,
So.
had his wings broken before.
All right.
So you only got one wing
Just
like you?
yeah, just one. Yeah,
Okay.
same.
13.
He has a armor class of 13, so he gets hit.
So it hits.
Yeah.
Okay. However, the swarm has been cut in half, so not as much
Oh.
damage.
He would take evasion if that's possible, which is what is it? A dexterity saving throw to try to take only half damage.
Yes.
So if that's during his turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, natural 20. All right.
So he takes half damage, so he takes
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
3 points. Awesome. He's still fluttering.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Nice
So,
duck dive, Fidget. Good job.
So this mechanical owl is taking out
Bouncing off
half
things.
the bees. All right. Skinner. across.
sprints.
So you're across the bridge now. You're probably only one round away now.
So I'm only like 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Crossbow bolt
Okay.
at disadvantage. For
All right.
Both of them.
This guy killed.
8 or 17 for the first one.
8?
17.
Oh, 17. Okay, 17 hits. That was at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Wow.
The second one's gonna miss at a 9.
And a 9. Okay.
Kills
Fires
2
off,
bees
yeah.
and the captain.
Shoots some poor passerby running for their life.
And then
New captain has arrived.
7 damage.
Better not be my woman.
7 damage.
No.
Okay.
She's already in there. She's
And
swinging.
I would have only ran 30 feet then, just so you know.
Okay.
So I would be like just at probably like 100.
So the captain sprinted full on, and he's basically just on the brink of them. He can't attack him this round, but he's close.
So I would be like 90 feet away, I think.
Okay, so he's like 30 feet away then. And we are back to Rydell.
I'm gonna do my 60 dash again. Just get up there.
Okay, so you're right there as
Oh,
well.
the captain.
Yep. Can't quite attack unless you want to shoot at him, I guess.
And the crossbow bolt looked like it did some stuff.
Yeah, it did damage, but it also maybe not as much as you thought it would do, just because they're resistant to that. The other bolt, though, that like straight off and hit somebody in the arm, that did good damage. Right, so,
Fuck that dude who gives a
right.
shit.
As a bonus action, I like to take my tunic off as I'm running. It's just a slip off the head, right? It's just not.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you're taking your guard tunic off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then it's Tam Corinth, who's
I'm
in
gonna bring
a well.
I'm gonna bring the rope all the way down so it tightens. So I
Okay.
can start to climb up. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, and then I'm
I
gonna.
thought you already did.
It only lasts 1 round.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a cantrip. And then
Gotcha.
I'm gonna climb up to the edge and have a look around.
Okay, so you can see there's nowhere near as many bees as before, but I would still say there's a good chunk of bees. Like,
Can I see anybody who's been stung and is struggling?
there's a couple people, yeah.
I'm gonna make my way in my next round to go to them.
Okay, all right. The bees are next, so some of them are gonna attack the owl that's in their mix.
Not the electric bug zapper.
Electric bug zapper
They hit. Can
9000.
he do evasion again, or?
Yes, he can. All right. Well, once per turn, I guess. It's a reaction thing, right?
Yep.
So
So no, he can't.
no. If he already used it in this turn, he can't.
So he takes 6 more points of damage.
Oh, he goes down
He
hard.
drops.
Spins
Okay.
out of control, crashes. Oh,
Oh, legit bug zapper. The shape of it,
Drat.
all the eyes light up every time it zaps.
All right, so the owl hits the ground,
fidget!
and
Man, I just got him working.
Bjorn, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run and run again. So,
So you're across
I'm just-
the bridge now.
all right.
All right, Skinner.
I'm gonna run 30 feet, so
Okay.
I'm 60 feet away. Pop.
All right.
Again at disadvantage. First one misses.
2 more children.
There's been another murder.
14 on the second one.
14
We
hits.
must find these orcs.
Orcs use crossbow bolts like these.
9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay,
Nice job, man.
so you're able to shoot some random old guy in the back, but then you shoot out the last bees. They drop.
I'm going to take my 2 crossbows, my hand crossbows, and go.
Spin them around.
Yeah.
Okay. The captain starts
And then
like
reload them.
like people are coming out wanting to help, like, you know, to help people and
Skinner's like, draw.
pick them up. There's plenty of people who've been stung, you know, quite a few times. There's 3 people that have crossbow bolts sticking out of them. So I mean, it's all in all, you know, it's a brutal scene.
Oh man,
I'm gonna go help somebody who's been stung by and be like, just walk it off, just walk it off.
I'm
Bring
going.
over the crossbow.
I'm gonna go collect my crossbow bolts from their arms.
Oh my god.
Okay. They're like, well, why'd you shoot us?
I was trying to save you.
I'll walk up and as I pull it up, be like, pick up a bee real slyly off the ground. I mean, look, you got a bee. You just got in the way.
Yeah.
Throw it down. Let me.
Next time, hit the ground.
So you're gonna heal him.
I'm gonna heal him.
I'm gonna go back for the blanket.
Okay.
I'm gonna scoop up my poor fidget.
This old woman shows up on the
Gracefully
scene.
take care of it.
I mean, she looks like, you know, she's made of like gnarled old roots, and she's walking from person to person healing them. And she looks at you guys. She's like, "Are any of you hurt?"
No. Well, I'm not there, so.
What,
Nope.
what is your name, ma'am?
Faye, what's your name?
Skinner.
Not what are you? What is your name?
My name's Faye.
Don't
Jones.
listen to that guy.
Your name's Skinner, which looks like
Job
what you've been
profession.
doing to people out here, skinning them.
Hey, I
Professional.
attacked these
Skinner.
bees. They just got in the way.
Does anybody need healing besides all the people you shot?
Hey, before you heal some more people, do you know any information about the ghost in the graveyard?
Yeah, there's an old woman in the graveyard that wanders it. Pretty sure it's probably old Millie, or she went missing years ago.
Do you have any idea where she was going when she went missing?
I think she was wandering in the forest, probably somewhere she shouldn't have been, but no one's seen her since, so we assume it's her.
How long ago was this?
Oh, probably a good 3 years.
Sounds good. Did I see Rydell go back towards the bones?
Did you go back
Yeah,
to the bones?
yeah, I went back for the
Okay.
bones.
I'm gonna head towards the graveyard, and I'm going to, if I see Tankorn and Bjorn, I'm gonna be like, let's head toward the graveyard.
Oh, if I see my party coming, like I recognize my party and stuff.
How you doing, buddy?
And
Oh
as
my
I
gosh.
walk back towards Rydell, I'm gonna pick up his tunic from the ground.
What'd you
I
guys
didn't
discover
drop
out in
it.
the woods?
You did drop it. You pulled it off your head.
It's still, it was still in my hand. I was just gonna cover up bees just so I
oh,
could.
buddy.
So
That's
you
what
never,
I was gonna
you
do.
never dropped it.
No, I was just
Something like
running
years
with
ago.
it. It was just something to help.
Is it a female
But I
body?
never got there in time.
I guess the boots look kind of female-ish. Yeah. Man,
You
do you
think
see any
it's-
more pieces
you
of
think
this
it's a
owl?
lady
I'm
who's a
looking,
ghost?
Maybe.
trying to collect them all here.
That's what I was hoping. Maybe
There's a gear I'm
What's the
missing,
point?
all right?
to bury her where she popped up.
I mean, it should be roll an investigation. It should be in the area there.
It's frustrating.
So do
Every single time. Oh, sweet. 25.
Yeah, you definitely found the pieces.
All right. Perfect. Thank
All
you.
right. So you went back to the bones.
Yep, I should be
Okay.
coming back now.
The people are all like freaked out. They're going back inside, but they're not. I mean, these are not like easily scared folks. So I mean, they went back to their homes and that, but then slowly they kind of come back to. They want to finish the ceremony for the burial.
I'm gonna walk around where the ceremony was taking place and see if there's anything been changed besides the bodies being set down and everybody running away. Does it look like any of the bodies are disturbed or missing, or
No,
any of the ground around that area being messed around?
doesn't look like it. No. Roll investigation though.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you're positive that, I mean, nothing's disturbed other than maybe dirt kicked up as people were running from the bees. Like, it seems to be everything's just fine.
What about the area? What about the area where Rydell and I was hanging around the ghost, and where she pointed at the ground? Anything weird there?
Nope.
Do I catch up with Rydell at this point?
Yeah.
The first person who starts to come back, I wanted to ask them if they would know if there's anything specific or possibly relating to the ghost and bees, or what if they have any
We've never
legends about
We've
bees.
never had a swarm of bees like that in my lifetime. This is probably somebody in their 40s, and it's like never seen anything like this.
Is there anything in the history that I've ever read or come across that links bees to a burial or bees to a ceremony?
No.
No? Okay. Sorry to interrupt you.
You're good. as I get to Rydell, I'm gonna be like, the healer lady in their town said that this person, this ghost, she thinks might have disappeared. That the actual person might have been missing 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And these bones look like they might be a few years old. So we should definitely head back, and then I'll pull the shovel that I got from the original town out and be like, let's go bury her.
Right. So did she tell you a name?
She said maybe Millie,
Millie?
right?
I would lead him back to the spot of the right where the ghost popped up and start looking for a Millie.
Well, there's no gravestone for her.
Does there appear to be a spot in the area of those four that...
There's a couple empty spots, actually, where there's room for more.
So, guys, where did she come from? Was she, like, standing around or hovering in a certain area?
She came up in the corner by the 4 gravestones.
Oh, cool. Was she, like, staring at the ground or pointing in some sections of it or
When
something?
she was coming up, she pointed around a few feet in front of us. So we're standing right here now. I can
Alright.
show them where we.
Yeah, she was
Walks us over there.
She pointed at the ground. Actually, no, she pointed right
Is
here.
the captain with us currently, or did we kind of abandon him? I'm fine with abandoning him.
Yeah, I'm ignoring Captain.
He's going around helping, making sure people are
Sweet,
okay.
Keep the captain away from us. Perfect. What time of day is it at this point?
I
Yeah.
mean, I would say that took a little time, so let's just say it's maybe 11 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning.
I know. I'm already juiced.
So you said she was from where, Rydell?
So she spawned over in the corner with the 4 gravestones, but she
And there's more empty spots, it seems like, over there.
So maybe she's just looking for a home over here, does he think?
Yeah, she was pointing right here where we are standing.
Shoot.
You
Yeah,
guys
let's do
have a
this.
feeling that she comes back every night?
She might.
Probably quite frequently.
Okay.
We didn't notice them. Do we remember what the moon phase would have been the night before?
Not a full moon.
Okay.
Why don't we maybe we should just wait for her.
Dig a hole and then wait for the next night. That way we can just dump the
Or
bones,
just
meet
wait
her.
for the night and see what she says.
Yeah, that works.
I'm all for bringing the bones back here and letting her.
We have the bones.
Communicate
right?
We
with
have the
us.
bones.
Yeah, I thought you guys showed me already. Because we're all together.
Mm-hmm.
Do
So
we
I
wanna
don't want to just bury the bones and have them be in the
Yeah.
wrong place.
Why don't we just like hang out here for the night? Maybe like you two guys have some healing skills, right?
a little bit, yeah.
Maybe you guys go into town and just make sure everybody's healed up. We'll hang out here and see if she pops up in the evening, and then you guys can come back in the evening.
Sure thing.
You think that sounds like a good plan?
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
So we're going to just and tell the captain what we're up to. You know, if you feel like it.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
We're going to hang out there for the rest of the day.
Hang out in the graveyard, or? Okay.
And we're going to wait till the evening, me and Rydell, to see if she comes back.
We'll bring you back some lunch.
Oh, yeah, and dinner.
Why don't you go say hi to that girl again there, Tincorn?
Okay, so
go so fast.
so as you guys go to, you kind of sit around, hang out at the graveyard. I mean, people had the ceremony and then they left. Now, it's kind of midday and you guys are, just kind of, so you're just hanging out at the graveyard there?
Yep.
Yeah,
Nothing.
we're waiting for Tincorn and Bjorn to bring us back some food and
Okay.
just
So
chill.
I would say, yeah, it's getting later on in the day, but it's not dark yet. I mean, I would say it's like dinner time, and it's still light out, but it's the latter part of the day, and all of a sudden, roll a perception check.
$19.
Nat 20 and 25.
Wow. So you guys, like, all of a sudden you hear commotion across the river again. This time, and you look up both to see a man in overalls running, screaming that, "Orcs! Orcs coming! They're gonna burn the town down! Run! Run for your life! And
I would
he's
like-
trucking and he's across the bridge on the road over there.
Okay. I would like to then put the bones right underneath the tree so they're at least hidden a little bit
Okay.
in the blanket. And then tell Skinner, let's get moving to this guy. Like, let's get
Okay.
moving.
So you guys are gonna run across.
We're going to run as fast as we can to this area,
Yeah. Straight towards the guy.
straight towards the guy.
Okay. So you guys run across and you're gonna be down closer to you, Logan, on the map there.
Right here?
Yep. And when you do that, that
This is better than anything Tank Horn could do.
He's working on it, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Second level. Jeez.
We're gonna get those bones buried, don't worry.
We're trying to. I've had to set them down a couple times.
okay.
Yeah, not before Tank Orin
If
buries
you
another
could
bone.
set these up on the other end of the path.
So what they hear...
So
Anything?
orcs, some dude came running out saying there's orcs coming, and these guys.
And
are
he kept
pulling off to go
running
over
past
to
you
him.
guys. Do you say anything to him as he runs by you?
I tell him, go tell the other guardsmen
Yeah.
that we're being attacked.
Okay. So these guys have crossbows and axes, and you guys ran off the trail, and they run off the trail, and it's like, okay, we see you, you see them.
But we're
Did you all run, or just ride down?
Did we
and-
hear anything?
You all heard it.
Oh,
You
then
were-
yeah, then we're definitely running after.
So you're
to help.
behind them more, but you guys went charging up ahead, correct?
Yeah, they would.
So
have
you
been
two are the only two there right now. It's Rydell and Skinner there.
are they coming
How
from-
far are we?
You're walking out of the carrying food, and some guy's running up like orcs, orcs! Oh my God, there's orcs!
Do
They coming from?
He says over across the bridge.
Oh,
do you want us to roll? for
Roll initiative, yes. What do you guys do though? I want to know. Tankorn and Bjorn.
We're heading that way.
So
as
you
soon as
just-
we hear, we're
So
booking it.
You're like,
Let's go.
Like, what do you do with your
Sorry.
food?
Hey, toss it, give it somebody. I don't care. Let's run.
let's just set it down and maybe we can
Set
come
it
back
down.
for later.
All right,
This is
fine.
Like my
Set it down,
consistent
run.
Roll of bad is always initiative.
Okay, so 20 to 25. 15 to 20.
18.
Okay, so Rydell 18.
I do pretty well on initiatives. It's just-
Orcs go at 17. I'd like you two to roll initiative, although you're a couple rounds away. So you just start booking towards the river.
Yeah, 9.
Okay. And
Heading in
you-
the same direction.
Tankorn, you as well. I'm sorry, hold on. Bjorn was a 9. Skinner, what were you?
9.
I'm a 10.
I only got a dex of. Oh, if that matters.
Okay,
We
you
were
also
saying
start
we were
running
3.
towards that.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Good point.
confused.
So you're back at the inn. You were getting food.
Okay.
So you're
So
at
you
least
first.
2
They're at the
rounds.
graveyard, right?
And they heard this first, and they went across the river.
They
You
were
don't
closer,
hear it, so
too.
you're at least 2 rounds away. So we're gonna
We
go.
have to go through the graveyard and then cross
Well,
the bridge.
in front
Well,
of it,
you
at
go
least.
around the
Past it,
graveyard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a couple rounds back.
Okay, so.
So is this the community that's on the other side of the river?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. Rydell, you were first. So you ran across, and you see the small band of orcs coming.
Do I tell that their like intent is
Oh yeah,
they're coming?
yeah, they're
Okay.
coming.
I would like to move 30 feet and then shoot the crossbow bolt.
Okay, just straight up the path.
Yep. Right here. And then I'm going to shoot. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
All right. I got a 9.
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that one like almost like spins him around. It hits him so hard.
Good job, man.
Okay.
This guy.
Yeah, you wanna? Are we putting them on the trail yet, or?
Huh? Yeah, they're on there.
All right.
All right. So that's the end of your round. You're just sitting there.
Bonus action after that rage.
Okay.
Blood rage.
So you're gonna rage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want me to do the D4 now, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So they see you, and they all pull crossbows and they all shoot back at you.
All right.
All right. So
Bring it.
okay.
6 bolts.
7, I believe, right? There's 7 there.
Bolts. Hopefully only one hits.
Okay. All right. So those miss, that misses, but those 3 hits.
What are those 3?
Bolts.
Well, yeah. Well, what?
Piercing. So you'd half it.
Or like what'd they spend?
Yeah.
Let's see. So the one is a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Let's see. A 21
That definitely hits.
and a 19.
That one does hit too. All right.
When you're raging, isn't piercing isn't half?
You take half damage from these, yeah. So you're lucky you're raging. Okay.
Nice.
Like an angry beast screaming at him.
Hopefully you guys run fast.
Are you gonna fight in the shade?
Okay. So you take 12 points of damage, but you're going to take half of that.
So 6.
So 6. As 3 bolts, it's going to.
Did they move up?
Huh? Yeah, they move up too.
30?
Yes. Okay, the next person up is Tancorin, and you're a couple rounds away, so you're just going to take off running.
Yeah, we set the food on the ground and start booking.
Okay.
Gently, or?
Okay, he runs into the end then. The guy who was screaming and yelling for.
Was that the husband dude?
No, it was just a farmer.
Okay. If that guy went and started a war.
Okay.
Right.
Boom.
After Tancorin is
Still
Skinner and Bjorn. You were also a 9, you said?
Yep, Scare and go first.
I'm going to move up to right here behind the corner of this house.
Okay. Give yourself a little cover.
Give myself some half cover.
Okay.
How far away am I now? And then I'm going to crossbolts.
Okay.
Disadvantage. First one misses. Bad. Second one misses.
Okay, so you're just gonna fire off crossbows. All right, Bjorn, you're also a couple rounds away yet.
So action, run, movement, running, still going that way, and I'm shouting out, "Try to take one hostage!"
Okay.
Go ahead.
You guys hear behind you, the captain was alerted. Since you guys didn't bother to alert him, thankfully he was alerted when somebody ran into the end. So
Whatever.
he comes running out as well, but he'll be at least another round behind you. So, all right, so we are back to the top. Rydell.
I'm gonna crossbow bolt
So
again.
you're just gonna stay there and all right, rage and.
Oh.
Is that a D12?
This one?
I'm just kidding.
19.
19 hits. Same one or?
Yeah, let's go same one.
Okay.
One with the giant bolt sticking out of his.
All right.
Eight.
8. So that one drops.
No, we're searching that dude. Leave him up there.
Yeah, I need
But
gold.
on the ground.
That's all right. Leave
Okay,
him
and then what do? Do you move?
I can't bonus action fire another.
No, but you can move. You have your movement yet.
Did
Did you add your extra damage? It won't matter. You killed him anyway. But don't forget to roll that
Right.
extra D4 too when you do that. And Skinner, you can see, yeah, he's like the blood is like pooled in his eyes, and it's like the.
I'm just gonna
veins there.
yell as loud as I possibly can at these guys.
Okay, and you hear in your ear, yes. Yes, that's one. More souls. Okay, all
I
right.
thought you said human. I'm just kidding.
They're around, and they're gonna fire and then run up again.
You're not trying to find cover.
No, he's just standing there taking it.
Mr. Porcupine.
The 25 hits. The 19 hits, correct?
Yes.
And the 19. So you got hit 3 times again. So, but you only take half damage at least. So 14 total. So you take 7 more. Still standing?
Huh?
Still standing?
Yeah, I'm still standing.
Okay. All right. So, Tankoran, you're just gonna Tankoran keep running. You're still.
I'm not there yet.
No. You're all the way over at the end.
Yeah, we're a little ways away.
I am. I gotta go help my friends.
Okay, so you just keep running your little gnome legs.
Yep.
All right. So,
I'm 60 feet a pop.
all right.
50 feet a pop.
50 feet, yeah. All right. So, Skinner, you're next. Bjorn's on deck. You're just watching your comrade just take bolt after bolt. He's got 6 bolts sticking out of him now.
I am going to run and dash all the way around the building to here.
Okay.
Right before I do that, I'm going to yell, "Find some cover!"
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. And then Bjorn, you're going to keep running?
Yeah, until I can get about 60 feet away.
Okay, so you guys have one more round until you're with that 60 feet. You won't even be 60 feet away. One more round, you'll be at the edge of the map.
Okay.
And then the captain's 2 rounds away now, but he also yelled for the other guards, so they're coming. They're 3 rounds away. So everybody's on the move. So we go back to the top. Rydell, you're raging. You got blood pouring
So
out
I
of you.
heard find some cover.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot another crossbow bolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh. Like 28.
Okay, that hits.
Like 28. So is that a nat 20?
28
It's an
hits.
18.
Just barely gets the job done.
Jeez.
Alrighty. 11.
11 points of damage. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you definitely hurt
Nice.
that one. That's a big crossbow bolt.
That front one's hurt.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to get right behind.
Here's your movement.
Movement,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right, so that gives you half cover. Okay. All right, so they're going to move up again, and they're 30 feet, all at him. And they're all going to shoot, but he gets half cover, so he gets a +2 to his armor class. So what's that make your armor class now?
19.
19, okay. A little harder to hit now. Okay, 1. So only 2 of the 6 hit you. So.
Man, I'm lucky.
Okay, but 11, so half, so that's 5 points of damage again.
Oh, yeah.
So you now have 8 bolts sticking out of you. You're starting to look like some kind of Frankenstein monster, but all right.
That's the plan.
Okay, it is Tankoran's.
Where am I
So
at now?
this one, you're going to just get on the map with your full movement.
Coming from this direction.
Yep.
Full movement in action?
Yeah.
Like run?
Full 60.
Yeah, full
Okay,
60.
gotcha.
You're going to get.
50
I'm
actually.
coming in on this direction then,
Okay.
from the wood side.
Okay. So that was your full. That was everything,
that's
though. Yeah,
both.
just to get to there. Yeah.
I have a bonus action spell. I don't know if I am going to spell like a feast within the right. Which I think it is. Sorry for taking so long. 60 feet.
Yeah, he's within 60. What are you casting?
Healing word.
Which does what?
D4 plus my 4.
Okay.
Good. 8 points of healing.
So you heal 8 points.
I do.
Yes.
Nice.
It's this big.
That's huge.
That'll buy you one more slice.
All right. So you heal 8 points. That's Tankoran's round. So Skinner.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. Go to
Trips
right
and
there.
falls.
45. So was that a dash?
Yep, and then bonus action, I'm gonna shoot with my left hand crossbow bolt.
Okay. But it's in the back, so it would be. Isn't that with advantage if you're shooting somebody in the back?
Sure.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
know he's there, so it's surprise or whatever.
20, not natural.
That hits.
One second.
Smooth move.
Where are my
Just
actions?
hang on.
There we
I'm almost out of my spells.
go. 6 points of damage
Some idiot
Okay.
decided to bring the oracle
to the guy in the
down.
furthest back there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna yell, "Come and get some!" And then I'm gonna move back 15 feet
Okay.
because that would be my full movement.
Okay. All right. So
Divide.
that takes us to Bjorn, who would just be able to also get on the map.
Okay.
Fire the cannonball.
Yeah. Nah, it's still not within 6 feet. It would take both my movements to get there. I guess let's go up to that point though. I'll just move me up to the map.
Well, that
and
would
then
be
end
as
my
far
turn.
as you can move right on
Yep.
this. Yep.
And then end it there.
Okay.
Nothing for bonus.
Top of the round, Rydell.
So, this one in the front right here is the one I hit, right?
Yes.
And then the one in the back right here is the one he hit.
Yes.
I'd like to peek and do another crossbow bolt.
Okay.
27.
That hits. You're aiming at the one you'd hit before.
Yeah.
Okay, 15.
So he goes down. That one you'd hit from before.
This one, right?
Sure. All right. So he drops there. Okay.
And
so
then I would like to move. Is it half for bonus or is it just full?
You'd have
you
your
get
full
your full
movement.
movement, which is what, 30 feet?
Yep. I'm going to move behind this wagon.
Okay. All right. So I would say 3 of them are going to go that way and try to shoot at somebody that way. 2 of them are going to go after Skinner.
Alright, so they get 30 feet or?
Yes. So
These
he-
guys can get into contact with me.
Like melee combat, so they're going to do that. These 3 guys are going to shoot, and they're going to.
Only one can get to the corner to shoot.
Well, they're not all shooting at him. They see you guys now. They're going to shoot.
Oh, okay.
So one will shoot at him. So each will shoot at you. So
Alright.
Because they can't see me, right?
they can see you. You have half cover under there.
So
So,
one can shoot towards him.
So
one can
one's
shoot
gonna
him,
shoot at
one
him.
can shoot
so you have half cover. So that'll give you a 19. So he misses. Okay. Tankoran.
I'm only half tall. Isn't that half cover?
No. Oh.
I've never heard of that one, but I like it.
18.
What?
18. Does that hit?
I think so.
Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
I scream, I'm dying! I'm dying!
Oh, 19, Bjorn.
Oh, that hits. Barely.
Barely.
5 points of damage. You take a
Alright.
bolt as well.
He's
And-
killing me!
And then, so the one is like the biggest one that's melee on you, and then there's the other one. So they're both gonna attack. So we'll say the gray
Big,
one is.
big boys on Skinner.
Okay,
Skinner
so
coming up
a
with one
12
here in
and
a
an
second.
18.
12 and an 18.
Yes.
The 18 hits, the 12 does not.
Okay, so the bigger guy misses you then. So
That dude's probably like a bugbear.
but he does 8 points of damage with his axe on you.
That's going to hurt.
You're gonna feel that one tomorrow.
I ain't got much healing left, boys.
Okay, so the orcs are gone. So now Tankoran, it's your round.
ready for this.
And Tancorin, and then it will be Skinner, Bjorn, and then the captain will show up on the map this next round.
How wise do you think orcs are?
What are you casting?
I am going to do Dissident Whispers on this middle orc.
Okay.
It's
So he has to roll a wisdom.
Yep, 14.
Okay, he fails.
Oh, sweet.
So he takes off running.
Well, first he takes 3d6.
Oh.
Here we roll shit. 8 points of damage, and then he runs away from me.
Okay, so he's gonna go this way.
That way?
Yep.
So he's like, I'm out of here, bitches.
Yep, he runs. Okay. All right, do you move or?
Hell yeah. Shoot. Man. How thick is these trees?
It's not thick, but it's. I mean, you could have some cover in there.
All right, I'm going into the trees and
Okay.
using it to hide me.
I would say it would give you at least half cover. Okay. All right, so that ends your turn, and that means we are Skinner next with Bjorn on deck.
Alright. Action. Second wind. So I'm going to get a d10 of healing. +1, so I get 7 points of healing.
Okay.
Nice.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to swing my rapier at the smaller looking guy.
And that's the guy.
16.
That's also the guy you hit earlier, and you hit him again.
16 is it. Come on, baby. Eight points of damage.
You drop him.
He's the guy not pointing, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then
Fluid.
I'm going to just run 30 feet, taking the opportunity attack from the guy.
Okay. So attack of opportunity. Armor class 14.
Misses.
Are you the rogue?
Yep.
You could take the disengage and
I'm
not.
not at that
He's
level
not
yet.
second level.
Oh, that's a third level thing?
No, it's a
No,
second
it's
level.
second level,
He's
but I
fighter
don't
rogue.
Half.
All right.
Sorry.
So he misses with that. He took a swing at you, missed. All right.
Nice
so
moves, man.
Bjorn.
See the little
Bjorn,
disco
you are
dance
up.
there. Okay. I'm going to. Whoops. I am on the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all?
Oh yeah.
Edge of our seats.
Can I move 30 feet to put myself right up
Good
here
try.
in this area?
Yes, your
Does he have to
microphone's
jump
lower.
that wall?
Is there a little? Is it? Oh yeah. Is that?
It's
how
a
tall
fence. Yeah.
Is it like a 4-foot fence or 6 foot?
It's a 4-foot fence.
Ooh,
Does he have to make a jump or
Yeah,
something?
if you're gonna go over that,
Forget about that. Can I make my way over to this position instead?
Yes.
Sure, within reach. Sweet. I'm gonna do that while loading my arm cannon, aka catapult.
Okay.
And I'm going to release it in that at the guy closest to me there.
okay.
So that's a dex save of 14, and if he
Fails.
Sweet, hits him 3d8 damage.
Wow. Wow.
So we got
Oh,
4
wow.
Take him off his feet.
plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8 points.
8 points. Is that the one that? No, Tan Corner made another one run off. Okay.
Yeah, only the other guy runs.
So 8 points.
Yep.
Okay. So
So
it
5-pound ball.
just like drills him in the chest. He's like, oh
He doesn't go down.
no.
Oops.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. The captain now shows up on the map, but that's as far as he could get that round. He's like, what are you guys doing fighting without me?
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
All right. So that was his round. So Rydell, we're back to you.
I'm gonna
How many points did I hit in that one? Was it 7?
Run up to
Yes.
this guy and use the glaive on him.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, you hit. Roll.
Double all the
Double
dice.
all the dice and then add your modifier.
Chop his freaking
Don't
leg
forget
off.
your D4 as well. Okay.
Dude, you're gonna rip this dude like
Yes.
disembowel him.
Yeah.
Take his collar
Bifurcate this guy.
So
Just roll them all.
what's 14 plus 14? That's 28. 28.
14 plus 14.
You double it, right?
You rolled 14 points?
Well, I rolled a 9. You get the plus 5, right?
No. You roll,
There's the
so
dice,
9.
it's double.
Oh, the 9 gets doubled?
So that's 18.
Okay.
And then
18.
what was
Plus
the D4?
4.
The D4 is 2, and then I get
Holy
a plus
cow.
5 slashing.
No, don't. Hang on. So you rolled a 9 and a 2.
Yeah.
So that's 11. You double that. So that's 22.
2.
Now add your pluses.
My plus 5.
So
So
27.
Holy
okay,
cow.
So you just come in and
Jeez.
just chop his head off. It just cleanly falls right off.
27 points.
And the body just drops. And even the captain's like,
Whoa.
oh.
You bounced that one off the wall.
do I hit a home run? Is it out of the park?
No,
Man,
it followed
it's
into
out
the
of
fence.
here.
That's like in the Lord of the Rings where he cuts
Lands-
off the guy's
on the
arm
wall.
and then stabs him and then
See the head
chops off his head.
spins, lands on the
Okay,
fence.
we are back to the top. That was Rydell, so the orcs. So the
Yeah.
orcs seeing that are like, and
There's only one that saw it, and he's already hurt.
so that one is gonna turn and take off. It's full movement. Yep, that way.
And then like 60,
Yep.
get him on
He's
top.
he says something in orc you don't understand. And does anybody speak orc?
Oh, I might.
Nope.
I have a bonus language, but I'm not using it on orc.
Nobody speaks
No.
orc.
I'm going to use it on something.
Nope.
Okay,
Sorry.
you just and it turns and dashes. The other one takes its full movement as well that John had scared. Nope, not him. The one John had scared.
He's off the map then.
Yeah, so he's gone into the woods.
Oh,
Does the other guy come and get me because he didn't see any?
Yeah,
of
he did not see that, so he roars in and attacks.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
don't I go? Oh, the orcs go then. Gotcha.
17.
Hits.
Okay.
Sunk my battleship.
Wow. 11 points of damage. Just a big axe. And then, how far did he
I was gonna
move?
miss. I got
25.
This one right
Okay,
here.
25. And then out of the corner of his eye,
Such a
he
good
sees
one.
that guy sprint away, and he's like, oh, fuck. And so he's going to back up his last 5 feet.
I would get an attack of.
You do,
I would
yes.
get a reaction.
Yep.
Cut his leg. Right in the Achilles heel.
16.
That does hit.
8 points of damage.
Okay. He's made of sterner stuff, but you did hit him. Okay. All
My
right.
turn now.
So after the orcs, it's Tancorin.
Roll up 8 points and put it on that guy.
All right, what do you do, Tancorin?
Oh, I see these guys go. Does this cut my movement down?
No.
I can see him.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm out of magic.
That's a good swing.
That was a nat 20.
Am I able to make a shot on that guy?
Yes, but at disadvantage.
This
You can take it without disadvantage, but if you miss, you're gonna hit.
Oh, okay. I have a hand crossbow.
Okay.
I miss anyway.
All right.
It wasn't a 1 though.
So you shoot. Well, with disadvantage, I wasn't gonna make you hit him then because of that. All right. So you kind of shoot. Goes off the side there. All right. So it's Skinner and then Bjorn on deck.
I'll run up the 5 feet, take out both my rapier and my father's rapier in the, like that's still in the sheath, and
Okay.
Stupefy. Thump.
13.
13 does not hit.
So then they both miss.
Ooh, okay.
So then I will use the rest of my remaining movements while staying in contact with him. I'll go this way, but to spin around behind him.
Okay.
So like fancy footwork so he can't get around me.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so that puts Bjorn up.
He's like, oh, that's not cool.
I am going to run up to the body that's on the ground, the orc who's been, I don't know what, shot or whatnot.
That one?
Not that one.
He's got no head.
Yeah, no, that one. And try to spare the dying. See if I can revive him.
Okay. All
So
right.
just casting spare the dying. If it's already been
not
too
gonna do
late,
the headless
then
one?
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Oh shit! All right, damn it. All right, that's my turn.
All right, so after Bjorn, it is the captain who goes sprinting straight forward.
60
As
feet.
far as he can go, yeah.
So you gonna shoot that guy in the back? That'd be nice.
Take a hostage.
How far away is he from him?
40 feet.
Okay, so he shoots and hits. Another 4 points of damage.
He's at 8.
So that's up to, yeah.
12.
So now he's at
Okay.
12.
All right, so we're back to the top of the round, Rydell.
I'm going to peer around the
The
corner.
captain yells too. He's like, "We need to catch one of them."
I was just going to shoot him in his leg.
You run around. You gonna shoot him?
45.
I was just counting it out.
Oh,
I can't.
45.
No.
Yeah.
Well, let's see
You can
what
get
this
farther
one.
around than that, though, right?
I can go right here.
Yes.
I'm going to go here because I was here. You can go-
Okay.
You wouldn't know I was there. I would go the other direction.
He had an idea though, because you and him were the first ones there, so he had an idea you went that way.
And I'm going to shoot this guy in the leg. I'm going to call a shot, so disadvantage.
Yes.
Reroll that one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
All them pluses.
What'd you roll?
The 6.
And then you have plus 10.
I get a 7
Okay. So 6 plus 7 is 13.
plus the rage.
Is the rage to attack or to damage?
I thought rage was attack.
To damage.
I think it's to damage.
What about the blood one?
That's also to damage.
Then does a 13.
No.
Never mind.
So that misses.
close.
Okay. So then we are on the orcs. So that one moves its full 60.
Well,
It's-
wait. I'm
Is
gonna
it gonna
use.
run past? It's gonna run away from me, right?
No. The other one.
Oh, okay. That one's.
I'd like to use Fortune of the Many since I did miss as a bonus.
Which is what?
Fortune of the Many. If you miss an attack roll or fail a saving throw, you can gain a bonus roll equal to the number of allies on the field.
Bonus roll.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, sweet. It's awesome.
4 more rolls.
4. Well,
Well, I get
So-
the plus the amount of allies in the
plus
reroll.
4. Plus 4.
So plus
So
4.
that brings you up to 17.
What is it called again?
I got it right here. It's the bottom one
So
right there.
that's a hit.
It's called Cheat the DM.
An attack.
These
You
are my
can
favorite
gain a
rolls.
bonus to the roll equal to the
Up,
number
down,
of
down,
allies.
left, right.
So you add it to what you just rolled, so then yes, you hit.
Oh, I did hit.
Nice
Yes.
job, man. Ooh, look at that. Pulls it out of nowhere.
Right in the thigh. Boom.
Called shot.
You're killing me.
Giant beam goes right through
Was
his
that
leg.
his full 60? That one right there. Okay.
I would like. It's a.
Well, technically,
it's
yeah,
like
before he
a.
ran that distance, right?
Don't pull it out. You'll bleed out. Don't pull it out. Let me get that for you.
15.
15.
It's
Okay.
just a shot going through his leg.
He's still up, but he's like his
cow.
legs damn near shattered from
Wait,
that.
how much was out? Was he down already?
That it's the one he's shooting the one over in the corner over by Skinner. All right.
gotcha.
Yeah,
So
what's he at total?
Captain.
Yeah.
he's hurt.
What's his total damage right now?
Bolt.
No, how
He's
much
taken
damage?
23 hit
15.
points.
23. Don't worry about putting the dice out there. He's the only
Yeah.
one left.
I know where he's at. Okay. So the other orc is running off into the woods there.
Damn.
All right. And then that takes us
Is that
to...
orc gonna do anything? The one that's right in front of me?
Yeah, I guess he's gonna swing because he's basically knows he's about done for. He misses 7. Must have been low, huh? So his shattered leg stops, like he just can't quite get a good swing at you,
Just kick him in his bad leg.
which takes us to Tancorin.
Put him to sleep with one of your poor songs.
Gets him enraged. He's just covering his ears.
I tell him as I come up to surround him with my hand crossbow, I tell him to give up. We're taking you prisoner. And then I'm gonna use my action to, it might actually be it's my bonus action to be like, Skinner, man, you're doing great. Oh yeah.
Okay, but you don't speak orc.
No, I was doing that in common.
Okay.
So I was speaking
So
in
he
common,
yells back to you something in orc.
and I ignore that because I'm too focused on telling Skinner how wonderful he's doing and how
Okay.
great he is. So Skinner, you get
He gets a
inspiration.
D4 inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay.
D6.
D6. All right. So Skinner, it's your round.
I'm going to attempt to grapple him to the ground.
Okay.
What is a grapple?
Kick his ass, Skinner.
It's your roll
Unarmed
against
strike.
his. It's either
Oh.
athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
30.
Wow. You take him to the ground.
Dang, dude, that's
He goes
impressive.
I
down and
rolled
drops
a nat
his.
20, a 5 on my inspiration dice, and I have a +5 on acrobatics.
Wow.
Holy
Break his
cow.
freaking leg.
So he
grabs his
goes
finger.
down, and actually, yeah, he only had
Done.
1 hit point left, so he falls unconscious.
Oh, yeah, okay, perfect. If he's unconscious, that's
Take his
fine.
finger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold him down, and I'm gonna look at Tancorn and be like, "Come heal him! Come heal him! I think he's dying.
I can't. I'm empty.
Come do a medicine check or something. Try and fix him up."
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, man.
Guys, that was a good battle. Very good battle. You scared off a couple, cut the head off of one. Great adventure. When we come back in 2 weeks, you'll have the option to either interrogate if you can keep him alive or to chase down the one running away. So we will see you in Tanner's Gate in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching, and please make sure that when the YouTube channel comes up tomorrow, make sure you leave a comment, enter yourself for a chance to win the dice box there. So thank you for watching Great Chaos, and we'll see you next Sunday with Group 2.